All right, guys. New York session's loading. I'm back. I came back. Gold is running. I streamed a little bit ago. Let's see how many people we got on here. It's 6 in the morning. Where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know in the chat. 6 a.m. Yo, 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm on sells. Sells. Gonna buy. Yeah, I'm in sells. I'm in sells. I'm in sells. I streamed about an hour ago. Somebody got, well, a little bit over an hour ago now. I finished over an hour ago, but talked about it there. I've been streaming a little bit. Took some sells, got stopped out, re-entered. Yeah, cause well, let's look at gold. New York session's loading. We'll talk about some things. All right. Currently got this trade on gold. When you look at the 4-hour, right, and you look at the market, right, it's come down, pushed up, and then it made a big drop down yesterday. So we're getting that pullback for possible like continuations. There could be a possible continuation setup forming right now, and there is a lot of support. Gold does have a lot of previous support here as well on the chart, so we're getting, you know, possible continuation setup on gold forming. A lot of stuff we talk about here on the streams, right? So that's why I'm looking for sells, seeing if those really stick on the 4-hour, because when you go to gold 4-hour chart, right, and you look at it, we're below $4,800 here. There's a lot of support to the left that you can see there. So yeah, I've been looking for sells kind of as we've been coming up to that area of support where we broke out. We had this breakout candle here. So this is the candle that broke out. All that support. And we pulled back to that candle pretty much like where we broke out. So if we stay underneath that zone, the market could potentially go for like a bigger move down. So we pretty much getting like a breakout and one of those like retest setups, break and retest, potentially go down. Kind of like what I drew over here, right? When you look at the chart, you can see structure. So line chart, you have your high, low, which came down, created that wick, right? Wick down, pulled up, continued lower low. So potentially you could get that move down on gold. When you look at where we broke out, we had that breakout candle. 4-hour could be flipping. So lower low, potentially, like the market's pretty much like here right now, finding its rejection closure, like the 4 hours flipping. Potentially could go down to the low. Or like gold could potentially trade down to the low that it made. Four hour just closed bearish. As you can see, that's a good sign. It could try to wick up. Yeah, like where's like half of the candles at 61, 62, 63. Yeah, like this candle's either going to drop down or it could start trying to pull up, create a wick. That's like worst case scenario, I think. It's not a bad thing. Like if it does pull up, it's not a terrible thing. It could try to create a wick, then reject. We just got 4-hour rejection though. It would take probably like 4 to 8 hours of holding to get that bigger move going into New York. New York could try to spike up. Like you still have with a breakout candle, like where we broke out. When you look at that, when you break that down, you have this area here, support. If it spikes to there, I'll take another. Like if it spikes to there, I'll take another trade. Like I'll like if it spikes to that last zone, like deeper, I'll probably still take another one. That would look. How would that look though? Like that could be like a wick forming. Like if this candle wicks up, but then comes down. But yeah, still in shorts. Like I re-entered, trying to hold these ones out. Kind of see what it can get. Trying to get that. Trying to hold for like 4 to what time is it? Like 4 to 8 hours even. I mean, if it dumps before New York, like let's say it drops before New York, that would be great. If this, because it's 6 a.m., so this could drop in the next hour and 40 minutes. 2 hours. It could drop in the next hour. Not all. I wouldn't say all the way down, but maybe it could. It probably, if it were to drop before New York, it'd probably come down to like 40. Yeah, I re-entered because yeah, like the setup's still there. I used a that's why like I used a small stop loss if I wasn't prepared to re-enter, and that's what I was saying on the session earlier. Like I used a much smaller stop loss, like because like really, I could use a bigger stop loss on my first trade realistically. But look at where this stop loss is. Like I don't have to hold it till there realistically. But that's why I use a smaller stop loss. Like, yeah, this thing's dropping now. 4 hour. But yeah, like I was kind of just explaining, and I was on not long ago because I've been trying to keep up with this. So that's why, like, if you've been seeing me pop up and streaming, trying to I'm keeping up with the setup, right? I'm showing you guys too, like keeping up with things because yeah, I took an L, but I lost $900 on that. I could make it back in some if I want to. Balances up a bit, but trying to hold these sells out. So I'm even showing you guys like keeping up with things. I mean, risk management, keeping up with things, setups, well, how the market works, right? That 4 hour bearish closure. See this one, 4 hour here. Yeah, look at it, shooting star. We got a shooting star on the last one. Yeah, shooting star formation there. If it holds, the reason I'm like just trying to hold out, like I could close, re-enter, but I'm just trying to hold it out because if it holds on the 4 hour, if everything holds on the 4 hour, it could drop a lot. Decent move. What's silver look like? Silver rejected that same support. So for now, it's like, oil's what, $90? Oil's gone up since the yeah, right. Oil finished, that's funny. Oil on Friday finishes. The Strait of Hormuz is open. Strait of Hormuz is closed. Is it open? I think there's trading and then keeping up with the war. It's like, ay. Trading and keeping up with the war. We'll see where this gets. I guess okay, this is 6,000. Yeah, that'd be nice. The 1 hour, like I got faked out on the 1 hour earlier. Like I took sells here. That's why I jumped back on earlier. Like I've jumped on a few times right? 6 hours ago, and then I jumped back on. And now I'm on again. Just to show you guys, okay, there's a trade loss, yeah. But like just how it works. I hope you guys can learn from this shit. It's 6 in the morning, right? Keeping you guys updated on the 6 hours ago. A bit ago. Wait, let me refresh this. I think I gotta refresh this. Probably. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, 6 hours ago, 2 hours ago. Silver. Look at silver. Silver, similar to gold, right? The high breakdown. Look at that, all that support here to the left. Someone asking about buys. Buys, I mean, don't ask me. I always see buys. I can show you the buy. If you want to see the buy, I can show you the buys. But I'm in sells right now. I'm sticking to what I see on the 4 hour because it's pretty clear on the 4 hour. Someone at the buys, or don't make me switch. I'm gonna switch to the buys. You want the buy? The buys? The buys. No buys right now. No buys. Maybe in New York, 9:30, 10:30, between there, depending on where price is. Between like probably like maybe between 9:30 and 10:30, New York. That's how I'm thinking right now. What my brain's thinking and feeling. Cause like yeah, I like the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks pretty clean right now. The buys, don't get me going there. Yeah, once this just broke, high, low. This just broke, so even if it retraces, like it still could come down. Your buys, maybe in here. It's a big zone, that red candle. Like somewhere in the low. Like back in the low. I'm seeing sales. When there's buys, I swear I've usually been there. Like when there's buys, I've usually been there majority of the time. If you've been paying attention the last year, usually when there's buys, I'm kind of there for you guys, or a lot of streams, signals. Like even if I'm early, late, even like I'm usually there when there's buys. I was sleeping. I would have been here, but I was sleeping here. Just passed out. I might sleep on this trade, to be honest, a bit, honestly. Oh, we just broke. See, we just broke under there. Take a nap on it. Pull back. It could still, yeah, like it could still pull back. It could still and potentially still like reject. There could still be a pullback. That's what that looks like on the candle is like forming a wick. Like if this wicks up. This wakes up in the next 2 hours and 50 minutes. You had a shooting star though. You had a shooting star. If you're in the inner circle, there's some videos about that in the classroom and stuff. Like some good videos on like rejection candle in the classroom. Shooting star. Yeah, you had a shooting star formation there too. So I don't know about them buys, yo. Yo, if it might be like the one time I'm in sells, the few times I'm in sells trying to take sells, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign if there's the few times I'm trying to take a sell. Let's see what happens today. If you know what I'm talking, if you come here often, you know what I'm saying right now. If you've been here for whether you've been here for a month, 3 months, 5 months, a year, like, yeah, I know. Let me live with it for a bit. Yeah, I was able to. I added a little bit to the position. My entry was at like 0.7, and then I added a little bit to it to get it to one lot. Yo, a one lot right now, like, that could do damage, yo, if this comes down to the low. if it breaks the low, if it goes lower low, that's like to the low. I'm like, if I'm gonna aim for the low, then I'll be like, okay, it'll go. Like I'm not like, if I think it's gonna go to the low, I'll say, okay, I'll put my target a little bit before the low. To be honest, that's kind of like how, like, if I'm like it's gonna go to the low, I'll target before the low. But buys, um, the buys. Boom, boom, boom. Nah, it could still come down to like 4. Nah, we're chilling on those for now. I'm in sells. People asking me about buys now. You see? Where are we at? We got, Germany. 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 Have I slept? Nah, but I'll sleep like later. I'll take a nap and then sleep during the day a bit. Holy, Germany. A new low would be... Yeah, like a new low would be fire. Yeah, it's April going into May, so you'll see more like balance of price action. Won't just be super bullish all the time in these months. Like, nice candle there. Like, you could have bought, like, that. I was sleeping. Like, if I was awake, I'm telling you, I probably would have sent a signal for, like, these buys. I saw someone, what was it? Like, in trading chat. It was good to see yesterday. Where was that? That was fire. Caught those buys at 4,700, or might have been, no, it might have been Gold Squad. Damn, I'm not going to find it in there. There's too much in there. Oh, yeah, this guy, bro. GG. All you guys in Europe can read this, yo. All right. If you read English, you should be able to get it. If you read English, you should be able to understand this. For my people in like Poland and Germany and stuff, help out. let people. You should be able to. Or what? What is it? Where? Poland, Slovenia. What is it? Or not Germany. Germany. Europe for sure. Poland. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Poland? No. Deposit $442. All right, like for all my English folk, I'll read it. Deposit $442. That's it. That's deposit. Withdraw $850. Profit. Yeah, profit's still I guess profit in every language is profit. Profit's still profit, eh? In every language, profit's still profit. Wait, swap, commission? That's commission? Or is this credit? Balance, that's... Bro, they did this in one day. This is an inner circle student. I think they've been in the inner circle for at least more than 6 months. A bit now. I've seen this name. Oh, there you go. You withdrew more. BTC. Damn. See? I was talking about this on the last session. I was saying, yo, trading is going to be the quickest way to accumulate 1 Bitcoin. Yo, if you're just an average person, trading is going to be the quickest way to accumulate or get yourself to half a Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin. I was talking about this earlier. This person withdrew 5K in Bitcoin. That's fire. 13,500 profit from $442, guys. There's people having crazy breakthroughs here. Like, even this is just like, I see this type of stuff and it makes me happy. Like, made $1,300 in just 5 days. First ever payout. You know, like, those are the types of breakthroughs that when I first started to really like grasp onto. It was like when I had my first $1,200 US day. I was like, this is a lot of money at the time for for the time it was so big, you know. For the time, 1,200 USD. I remember making that in a day, and for the time, it was like the how heavy it was for the time was everything. So like those are the breakthroughs. Those first $100 days that you get, those first $1,000 days or first $1,000 weeks, $1,200. This and that. That's insane. Eric deposited $442 balance. Like I'm telling you, in the inner circle, there's been people making crazy money. Like I'm talking like I've shown a couple of these already this week, but like a few to mention like that are just happening. Like I think he's at like 50K now. He went from 1K, so this is a different person. Like this is just today. This person just did this is today? You did this today? Even I'm saying you did this in one day. Oh, no, is this one day? There's no way. This is 0422, 0420. I don't think I don't think it was a day. Maybe we'll find out. Another person went from 1K to 40K in 3 months. Like some people don't make 40K working a year, a full-time career. You know, like a full-time career, right? Or like even 38K in 6 months, same thing. Some people don't, 38K, people don't make that even in a year with a full-time career going to like a job, or not a job, let's say like a college. You got to get your degree for some of these careers out there and stuff. Even trades, if you're working trades and stuff, like there's time, like certain trades, not everything. But it's like some of these things people are doing pretty crazy. We've seen this before, 500 to 9. If you don't think it's duplicatable, 500 to 9.1K, 400 to 12,000 balance, it's like 13,500 profit. Look what this person said. Here for example, like this is what they said. They said results for the past 6 months. So with very little capital, been flipping 200 accounts, so $200 accounts, as there is way less downside risk and payouts from prop firms. Glad I joined the inner circle 6 to 7 months ago. Everything changed for me. Look at these withdrawals. Remember what I said? Your quickest way to get to 1 Bitcoin is literally, I think, trading and making a plan. We talked about like making a plan earlier. If anyone was on the stream I did earlier. People look at 1 Bitcoin, like, I mean, if I talk to like, if I go to like the city I'm from and talk to like people I grew up with and this and that, family, tell them, about Bitcoin, they'll be like, 1 Bitcoin, I can't afford that. Even if I would probably think some of these people probably might have had that mindset at one point, but they now have a skill set where it's like, hey, everyday people might look at the price and say, I can't afford that. Skill set might change things. Skill set might change that, right? It's like, that's what backs, what's gonna back most people out of Bitcoin now, especially since it hit like after it hit like 10 to 20,000, 20, 30, 40, 50K, 100, it's too expensive for most people, right? They're going to look at it at 178. I can't afford that, right? It's going to be, it's out of a lot of people's reach, even just the price it's at right now, right? And we've been higher. But even like as it got to 20, like I remember telling everybody when it was at 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 to buy it, 30 for whatever. It's always like expensive, right? For like, because they look at that price. But if you're in a situation, look at these, like you're in a situation like this where you're able to pull capital from the markets, even if you have a good streak, you have a good run, it can make a difference. Gold sells, fifth. Gold sells. Yeah, like I said, I'm in sells. I'm holding these. Need this 4 hour to close bearish. This 4 hour has 1 hour and 39 minutes left on it. I've seen some crazy transformations. me myself, like I've seen some crazy transformations in the last year from people, hundreds of people that had general knowledge. So it's not that most of you guys, if you're not consistent, you probably have the general knowledge. You just probably need some mindset work. Your psychology probably needs like the most work. That's what most traders need work on. And that's why I put a lot of time into streaming and talking and repetition, saying the same things over and over and over again. Or I just find different ways to say things. Sometimes I gotta be a dick, sometimes I'm nicer, but I just find different ways to say the same thing over and over again. And then like eventually it clicks. I've seen crazy transformations in the last year. But yeah, gold sells for now. If you're not in sells, like you could look still potentially at 4760, 4770 area. Like this 4 hour. Like I said, remember I was saying about the 4 hour? Like it just opened, it's fresh. It could try to go like for a wick up. Right? So when you're looking at this current 4 hour, you have to understand the highs here. So we have the high here, right? So where would stop losses go in this case? Like if I was wanting to sell, it's like, okay, obviously like I want to put stop losses there, right? It's like kind of there, right? In a sense, above the high, right? Above it. The reason mine's higher than that, obviously like it's not even 1% of the account. So I'm not even risking 1% on this trade. If I hold it till that stop loss, right? Like what I could do is if it does spike up, I could close it early with $1,000 L or something. Like close it in early and consider a re-entry like at the second zone. If it does spike up to the second zone or that higher area I was talking about. But this 4 hour, like what you got to understand, basically what you got to understand with what I'm saying is like the maximum like liquidity it could try to go for those stop losses there, right? Like there's gonna be stops there, so I could try to go for those but still make the move down. Just like kind of some preparation for New York session ahead. So I could take a sell knowing that and coordinate my risk around that. Like I could take a sell knowing like that could happen, and even if I get stopped out, that's not terrible. Like I could take that knowing, okay, it could do that, and still the setup could be there, knowing that's how the market works, right? Like it's how you prepare for volatility when you go into like New York session. Because what's the worst is when you take a trade, it stops you out, and then it goes your direction, right? So pay attention to your stop losses. Because I got stopped out tonight, and I re-entered. I already made the L back. Now if I close right now, I'll make the L back and more. I'm not gonna close yet though. I'm gonna hold or fold here. It's a hold or fold. Well, one of the best testimonials that I got, like messages. I said it the other day. Yeah, like some of the best testimonials I've gotten is when people have messaged me. I'll tell you guys in a second. It's a funny one. It's actually funny. It's kind of funny, but it actually makes me proud. Yeah, like one of my proudest, it's kind of funny, but proudest testimonials I've gotten from some people is that they told me I can't even say it with a straight face. Yo, I sleep, man. I sleep. I sleep. Don't worry, man. I got it. I want to eat. I got some soup and chicken. No, middle of May. The website, middle of May. Oh no, I sleep. I'm gonna sleep today. I'm gonna have Leo drive me around in the Rolls, so I'll sleep in the car. Leo's here. I'll have Leo just whip me around in the car. I'll go get some food. You gotta see how these sells play out. I mean, when you guys get to my level, I remember I'm trading with like almost 400K here, so it's my job. It keeps me up. You know, it keeps me up too. How many of you guys have been there? Like, I know someone said I need some sleep in the chat. Well, I know. It's all good. It's all good. Someone said I need some sleep in the chat. I get it. How many of you guys have been there where you're in your bed, you're sleeping at night, and you're in a trade, and you're just like kind of peeking on it? You're like, oh, yeah, price. No? Or is that just me? Is that just me? I still gotta say what I was gonna say. I got something funny to say, but I get my sleep. Don't worry. I get my sleep. Like, I fell asleep yesterday at like 10 or 11 in the morning and woke up at like 6 p.m. So I slept pretty well yesterday. I was like, whoa, like 7 p.m. And then I streamed. I woke up. An hour later, I ended up streaming. Then I streamed again. Then I streamed again. And now I'm streaming. Got stopped out. Missed the buy the dip. Oh, yeah. Some of you guys, the markets probably keep you guys up. I bet the markets keep you guys up. I bet you guys be sleeping in your bed and you're looking at your MT5 or your trading platform and you're just peeking at price. Yo, I'm probably not alone. I hope I'm not. Shit. Hopefully I'm not. I bet you guys probably, markets keep you guys up, especially these days with the headlines and the war and everything going on. Like, some of you guys are probably losing sleep too. It's phases, yo. One day we'll look back and we'll be able to calm down, yo. I can't be alone with all the headlines every day. Donald Trump, USA this, Iran that. It's keeping me up, yo. I can't be the only one. We're all traders here. We're all traders here. The headlines hit. It's like, what happened? Bro, like, you'll be sitting in your bed. That's why, like, just... when I go to sleep, I just gotta keep the phone away, you know? Put the phone in another room. Stop losses. Put the stop losses in. Bro, with the headlines every couple hours, and it's like, what's going on in the world? Trump said this, Trump's that, this, that. All this, like, Strait of Hormuz, Iran, this. Just 4 hours ago, Iran fired shots. 4 hours ago, Iran fired shots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's executed, you know, all this stuff. The markets, look at all this. Look at this news. It affects the markets because, like, gold too. Like, with all this uncertainty, I'm surprised gold's not flying up. But, you know, before this, all this war and all this chaos, gold was already on a huge rally. But yeah. Let me see what you guys are saying. Like I was saying, my proudest testimonial is when people message me and they said, because of you, I have more confidence on the chart. But that's not what they messaged me. So because of you, Evan, I have more balls now. That's what some people messaged me. A couple of the boys, a couple of the bros said, because of you, I have more balls. That's one of the proudest testimonials I think I've gotten, is because of you, I gained more balls. I was like, damn, yo. I was balls of steel, someone said once. I've shown some situations where it takes just some, it's not balls, it's just neutral. It's trying to be neutral, like robotic, like a robot towards things. Unemotional, right? No emotional attachment. But that's one of the proudest testimonials I've gotten, actually. Is, bro, because of you, I have more balls. Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure knowing you, you know? It's like that meme where the guy's smiling at the guy that he's like, yeah, it's like the... I gotta find the meme now. Yeah, see, some of you guys can relate. The markets, I mean, I'm at, like, from, like, January, February last year, or February, March last year, I mean, it was something to get a hold of, you know, with tariffs and the war. So last year, in January, February, March of last year, we had the whole tariff situation, right? Tariff wars, Donald Trump this, with the whole global tariffs on every country, right? So that impacted the market. It was something to get a grip of. Once you got a grip of it, it was kind of like, okay, right? This is more extreme than that though. So this has been more extreme because even a bit after that, I was like, okay, way more calmer night, you know. So now that, yeah, a lot of back and forth. Like there's just so much. That's good old. Let's thank Trump for that. Let's look at the dollar real quick. What's the dollar doing? Fluctuating around. Yeah, for gold to remain bearish, if gold's gonna have that bearish move, we can see the dollar broke up. Dollar would need to hold this if gold's gonna have that bearish move down. All right, like hold this, create, just hold it. It doesn't need to. It's not like we need to rip up, but like if the dollar just stays a bit stronger here, we could get bearish gold, that inverse of like break and retest. Yeah, some people can relate. It's been like sleepless nights. Over leverage. What's over leverage? Yeah. Hey man, over leverage. Depends how you look at it. It's over leverage if I've ever seen it, but I mean it depends on how you look at it. Like I've taught these people like how to use leverage. Like leverage is a double sword, right? How you use it, how you use leverage, right? Because you're not gonna go from $442 to $13,500 without leverage. Let's be real. Let's not sugarcoat shit. Let's just get straight to the point, right? So you're not gonna do this without leverage, right? So yeah, if I ever seen it, exactly. You need leverage to be able to do a result like this. You need higher risk. That's why this person's using $442. They're not throwing their life savings in an account. They might be throwing their weekly paycheck into an account, one of their weekly paychecks or some of their money. Like we don't know. We don't know how much money this person's worth, what they're doing, what they're putting in the account. They're putting $442 in the account. They grew it to $13,500 profit, right? They probably did this quicker than someone trying to grow a $10,000 account to $20,000 would with less risk, right? They put forward. They probably could try this 3 times and they probably did it quicker than someone would probably do it with a $10,000 account risking 1% per trade, right? You got like you could throw 10K in an account. Let's go throw $10,000 in an account. You could do that and risk 1%, 2%, right? Grow the account to 20K. This person threw $442 in an account and grew it to what they grew it to, right? So the deposit, right? It's a low deposit. Low deposit means high risk. High risk means high reward, right? So when we look at the risk, the underlying risk, this is their underlying risk, right? I would do the same thing if I threw $500 in an account or $442 in an account or $1,000. Now, would I do that with this account? No, definitely not. Like there's all a tolerance. Everyone has a tolerance too, right? And I could show you 20 other people who've done this. I could show you one person who's done this 10 times. I could show you multiple people who have done this, right? Lots of different results like this. So yeah, like some might say over leverage, gambling kind of aspect to it, right? It's risk. It's just risk, right? It's taking on risk. They look at the move they caught. Look at the lot sizes, right? Some of them, these are different days too, so they probably over leveraged. Like there's a big lot here for the account, right? A one lot. I wouldn't say use a one lot on a $442 account, but there's definitely a process here because they probably didn't start. I don't think they would have started with that one lot trade, right? But yeah, like over leverage at its finest. This person probably saw the dip. I could look at this and understand what this person did because I saw what happened today. They caught the dip. They literally were there for they bought. If you look at their entries, so it's putting the risk on at the time. They literally caught this dip for like 47.61 for. And they pretty, yeah, like this was literally a 47.61. If anyone's learned from me, this person's been in the inner circle for a while too. So they've seen me do this too. Like, this is nothing new for us if you're in the inner circle. If you've been in an inner circle for, if you've been in the inner circle for like 6 to 8 months, you've seen this time and time again. The buy the dip, classic buy the dip. When they're there, they're there. It's all about the setup, because you're not gonna get a result like this without understanding why you're buying the way this person was buying in the first place. This person didn't just buy on luck. They knew what they were buying for a reason. I can look at this person's result and understand exactly what they did. I know exactly what they did, because like I've taught this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And this person's been an inner circle student for a while. So they bought they literally they bought the dip. Like, oh man. Lower low, 4,700. They were looking at 47.65 area. They just scaled up. And bro, like if you look at gold, I think this person's been in the inner circle for like a lot of buy the dip situations. They've seen these time. We've capitalized on these. A lot of inner circle students have capitalized. Like Giorgio, how do you guys think Giorgio flips accounts? He waits for these dips to happen, right? Soon we're gonna be doing like a call with him, and I'm gonna get him on a call. If you're in the inner circle, we're gonna do a call this week. It'll be inner circle only call. I will post it like on YouTube later, but for now it'll just be like an inner circle only call. But like Giorgio, for example, how do you guys think Giorgio takes $26, $65, $50 to like $1,400, $2,000, or like $150 to $950 over and over again? This guy, he waits for the market to just form a certain setup. That's all it is. Like, you're gonna, those types of setups where you see people flipping, like a certain criteria has to happen. It's these moves, these crashes that traders are panicking. So yeah, it's definitely over leveraged for sure. But like, so I got rich off of leverage, you know, like shit, man. So definitely over leveraged for sure. But knowing how to use the leverage and when, like how and when you're using leverage is two different things, right? Just throwing leverage down at a random point, yeah, like there's a place for everything, like higher risk too. And I think that comes with the trader. Like, I know why this person bought. I saw this today and I was like, because at first they were at like, they had like a process of this. I think I saw like different posts of this. Like, because another student went from 1K to 40K in 3 months, right? Taking trades, like, let's see this, like taking different, literally just following the strategy, taking trades. That was done in 3 months. This person did it in a day. So they had the setup. Like, that shows you like trading. Like, I know a guy who retired off of one trade. He made 40 mil. One trade, he put everything on one trade. I'm not saying do that. Let's just say, to make this sound simpler, if you can get luck with a bit of skill, experience, you can make the most out of one trade, two trades, a couple trades. That's what traders do. Like, traders on Wall Street, like, there's certain traders on Wall Street who they trust their abilities, the decisions they're making, and they'll have one trade that makes them, you know, what some people make in 4 years of working, right? Like, there's traders out there who take a trade that makes 50K, 20K, this, that. That's what this person did for their level. The level that they're at, they put $442 in an account. They caught the dip. They literally bought the dip. These crashes. That's how they did that. I could look at it, like I could look. I know what they did because I've taught people how to do this. Because gold does this. Like, if you look at gold, every time it crashes really fast for a few hours, right? Like when you get these really big crashes that panic people, freak people out, it's gonna recover those, right? Like the big panic crashes, the fast sell-offs, the extreme ones, it's usually gonna recover that. So if you have experience knowing that, like if you have experience around like knowing when something happens a certain way, right? Because this isn't the first time this person's done something like this. That's what I mean. Like this isn't the first time they've done this. I know who this is. Anytime like gold, and this is something I've taught for a while, like anybody who was with me back in October, like September, October up into November, every time gold dropped like this, what was I doing and what was I waiting for? That recovery. And that's where we would make a lot of our money, right? In those recoveries, because we knew what would happen, right? So it's like when you see a result like this, there's always a decision behind it too, right? Because gold, like, it's those fast crashes that gold does that panics people. Back in like I'm talking about like even just these moves that go down for a couple of hours. But obviously like yesterday's is more extreme, right? Look at what happened yesterday. So like over like leverage, this person doesn't have to trade for a couple months now. They can wait. They can put $442 in and they can withdraw all of this. Put $442 in an account and wait for that next setup. They don't have to trade. Like they don't have to trade a lot right now. This is what I mean about like trusting your execution. Like last year, if anybody remembers that Ethereum trade that I made 133,000 on, I just went balls deep on it and just trusted the where the market was, right? And that made me 133K one trade. I was good for like good that was I'm good for a while, you know? It was one trade. It was back down here, you know, that's those Ethereum swings. I made a YouTube video about it. That one trade made me $133,000. And I bought I bought heavy because the market crashed. Like for my account size and everything I was doing, it was super over leveraged. Like I could have lost everything in the account. But it was one of the biggest trades I've ever had. And I was good for a while. So, I mean, experience, there's a lot to learn here. Because, like, experience comes down to the execution experience, too. Like I flipped $700 to $10,000 in a day. Like, you're not going to get those type of results without leverage, right? Not saying to do that every day, but, like, if you look at one of my inner circle students, like Giorgio, right? Giorgio, for instance. He always does it. He always does it. He's always doing these flips, right? And it looks like he's always doing it, but it's a particular setup. It takes a particular market for him to strike the way he does. This is all the psychology I've taught a lot of you guys too. So a lot of you guys have learned this psychology already, because real money makers, like I've been around real money makers, like people who make real money in the market, not this like trading cliche that's in 2026. Like I mean like real people who make real money, like nerds, geeks, traders, not just like the online fantasy that it looks like online social media. So like there's a psychology to everything. All right. I would say like leverage is a part of everything too. But like this person, for example, does this all the time. And when people look at it, they're like, how did he do it? It's just the setup. It's just always the setup that presents it, the same setup, waiting for that. Because I've seen this time and time again. I've seen this kind of stuff like time and time again from people. Like it's not just like a one-time thing that's happening. I mean, something more conservative. Like Paul, 1K, 1,000 to 3K in 3 days. 3 days, simple execution. right? That by like that's 200% in 3 days. That's huge. Like imagine if I did 200%, like 200% on this account in 2 days. You can't like it's harder to do that on bigger accounts, to say the least. Like the bigger you go, but that's where money comes into a factor now on these accounts. It's like money, like making money on these. Like if you want to make, if I want to make $500 a day on this account, it's pretty easy, right? So like leverage, one thing, the setup, or even just like this person, like 1,003K 3 days. Y'all like there's been some crazy results. Like man, if I were to, I gotta make like a collage of all of them, all the 500s to 20Ks, the 500s to 15,000s, the 500s to 30,000s, because there's been a lot of them in the inner circle. Like, frig, I remember back. There was one student who joined in August. He joined in August. He put $650 in an account, and in a month he had 28,000 euros. Like, there's so this isn't anything new actually. It might seem crazy, but it's not new. We're gonna go back to those teachings. Like it's just mindset, psychology, and the setup. Like I've seen people do some crazy flips. How you'd be like, how the fuck did that happen? It's just the setup that happens. It's one of those extreme setups. For me, it's the buy the dips. For me, like it's when gold is dropping fast for hours, and you ask yourself, what is it doing? It's one of those days where, like yesterday, maybe like yesterday, one of those days where it's just dropping for hours, and maybe, for me, it's actually one of those days where price is dropping and you see a clear buy setup, and you go for it, and price keeps dropping, and then it keeps dropping, and then it keeps dropping. So for me, it's one of those days where it just keeps dropping, keeps dropping. It's just extreme. It's fast. It's dropping all through New York session. That's what it is for me, because end of London session is usually going to reverse that. One of those days. I've sent like some of you guys have seen me send signals on those. That's where I've capitalized like some of these crazy results that you might see come out. For me myself, those days where prices, it's one of those days where you ask yourself like, holy, when you look at prices, it's like it's dumping like crazy. So we got New York session soon, and like 2 hours ish. It's bright in here. How's the camera look? Does the camera look good? I cut my bangs off. Bangs are gone. Bangs are gone, yo. Oh, there we go. The bangs are gone. Audio. There. Cinnamon buns. Chicken tenders. Yeah, the bangs are gone. Do I look tired? Cut my bangs off. They're gone. GG. Chopped them off. That's all you gotta do. GG. GG to the bangs. I don't know why I grew them out. I went through a phase where I grew them out for a bit. Now I'm over them. Maybe next year I'll be bald. We'll see. Bro, my hair grows quick, yo. I'm hairy. Yo, like, I'm Brazilian, Portuguese, so I'm hairy as fuck. Bro, my dad's Portuguese. My mom's Brazilian. My grandfather and grandma are Brazilian and Portuguese. Like, I'm hairy, hairy fucks, yo. uh, oh yeah, shit grows fast. It's literally like I'm probably gonna have to get a haircut in 3 days, 4 days. I'll have to get a haircut in 3, 4 days. Know what I'm saying? I'm still holding shorts, so I'm in sells on gold. The 4 hour looks good. Like it's remember what I said like not long ago when it opens, it could try to like wick up. Did it hit 60? Like I said, it could try to go back to like 60 even, like half of the candle, you know. But yo, guys, New York update. New York session's loading. Is there news today? I'm not even paying attention to news. I'm like, fuck the news now. I'm fucking over it. No. Over the news. I'm over all the headlines. Moving averages. You can see how we've crossed over these moving averages here on price. So yeah, I'm in shorts on gold. Still holding. See where we get today. We did hit. See that candle there? We did hit that kind of around the 50. Yeah, if I want to scalp, like scalping happens all the time. That's the thing with gold. Like scalping can be like, there could have took a buy off of 50. Boom. You guys don't want a quick little couple pips though. I mean, scalping, if you're just willing to get like 50 pips quick at times, like those setups can be there, like where you don't get hundreds of pips, right? Or even if you're willing to go against the grain sometimes, like scalping, if you're willing to go against the grain can be easy, meaning going against the trend, but you know you're going to get that quick reaction. But 4 hour. 4 hour looks good, yo. Look at the moving averages. You guys see those moving averages? They're above. We're making, it's like a moving resistance, basically. Like, you see, bam. Yo, a lot of people from Europe. Everyone's from Europe. It's because everyone on the east side, the west side, I mean, east coast. I was going to say east coast. They waking up. You ever trade GJ? I should. I'm breaking down some GBP, like for Inner Circle next phase. Like I'm making some Euro USD videos. Like I'm making GBP USD and I'm making some crypto videos right now. I was making some on Ethereum earlier tonight. That's what I was doing before I streamed. I was making some videos for Inner Circle. I was making some stuff on crypto because you guys know, like I could teach you guys Ethereum gold style as well. Ethereum gold style. So imagine Ethereum but gold style. Might not make sense, but if you guys want to unlock a different level of like Ethereum gold style, same thing. So same but different. Same different in a way. Or like Bitcoin, just a couple cryptocurrencies, not all of them, because at least like Ethereum and gold have like a similar price. So like whole numbers work on, I would say, anything, right? So I'm loading up like whole new teachings because I haven't taught everything. Like guys, to teach, like you gotta understand, like a teacher, like a professor to teach, like there's so much I can teach. I haven't been able to I utilize my time so much. So like there's only so much I can fucking teach, so yeah, like I'm making videos for, I should trade GBP Japan. It's a good question, but nah, not anymore. I should, but I've been making videos on GBP USD. I should add GJ in there. But I've been making videos on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and GBP USD, Euro USD, USD CAD. GJ, I could throw GJ in there. Crypto, same, different. So, like, we have, like, another way to trade gold. Just on Ethereum. Like, we could trade Ethereum the way we trade gold, too, realistically. I learned that years ago, like 3 years ago. I focused on it for a while, but then I just got so good at gold trading that I just, like, stuck to gold. Same but different. Ethereum gold style, like, I learned because I started learning whole numbers back in like 2018, and I just started applying it on everything like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Even once I learned it on gold, I took it to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and realized like holy shit, it works on Bitcoin, Ethereum as well. Even like XRP, Chainlink, Solana, like whole numbers. Virtually, it's the market, right? Whole numbers work on everything. So look at. So you look at this chart, for example. I've just marked 2 levels to keep this for a very basic lesson because we can go really, really deep in this, all right? But just as a very basic lesson here, $2,300, $2,400, very basic. These levels work good for targets and entry points, like support and resistance, but also work well for targets, kind of like magnets to the market. So these are called round numbers, whole numbers. We use this on gold too. You can use this on currency pairs, right? Currency pairs like GBP/USD, EUR/USD, GBP Japan, like someone said in the chat already. GBP Japan's another good one, and USD CAD. Those I think would be the 4 best currency pairs that you can use this on. But you can also take this to things like cryptocurrency, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, even XRP, even Chainlink, Solana, right? I've shown you guys this a lot on gold. The next phase, I want to show you a lot on like currency pairs and even crypto like Ethereum here, because the more you look at it, you can't unsee it, right? So here's a basic example. You can see $2,300 here, $2,400. So what do you notice around the $2,300 level? Support, right? Or we could just say in simple terms, demand, like buyers coming into the market multiple times. So we could have taken buys here, just understanding that this is a psychological level, and we created this huge shift up, creating the high. So we're like retracing back to that psychological level too. And even if you just like stretch the zone out even further, you can see how we have like that previous high there. So we could have got like an entry there, or even around it, right? Kind of like how we look at like gold. You can see to the left here, almost hit that right there to the left. Boom, right here. You can see another possible entry. So I would say gold right now is super volatile, like compared to even like this chart. Like yeah, like it's $100 move, but like with the way the lot sizes even work and stuff, like gold's moving a lot. This is pretty steady movements here, even when you look at like every $50. But look at what happened. We actually swept underneath $2,300, so $2,300, and this is a round number, a psychological level. So you can see we swept underneath that, and then we broke up, created a high. So we got like a nice market structure shift here on even Ethereum here, where we came back, retested 2,300. Same stuff I teach you guys on gold. Where did this go? $2,400. Right, came right up to $2,400. Same exact stuff that I teach you guys on gold, like every single week in, week out. So like, there's stuff that I teach you guys we can apply to different markets as well, like different things. Just looking at the same things, looking for clear setups. So like, still like looking for like clear things, not just random. So like, you can see here how we had a reaction off of like 2,400. Because with crypto, like you can also see the order book. So it's like, you see the order books, and you'll see like traders selling or even algorithms at these psychological levels, right? So a couple entries that could have just even been gotten here on like Ethereum, just using one simple concept, right? Not looking at like everything and anything, right? You can even see how it came to 2,400 and how there's a reaction off at 2,400 here. We had a slight reaction off at 2,400 here. So psychological levels, it's not everything. There's more we can look at than just this, but even putting your 50s, so like we do with gold, right? Some of you guys should understand this. Maybe like 50% of you guys. I don't think every single one of you guys are in the inner circle, and we go over this like a lot. If you've been on the inner circle, if you're new to the inner circle, you got some catch up learning to do. If you're like new, maybe the last month or a couple months, maybe 2 months. But if you've been in the inner circle for like 6 to 8 months, if you've been in the inner circle for some months, 4 months, a couple months, like if you're new, you've been in for like a month or so. Those 50s, you can even see round out some numbers, those 50s. So You could take some of the things I teach you guys and look at them even on like the Ethereum market or even the Bitcoin market or currency pairs as well. That's a whole nother teaching, and there's like videos. I'm making videos on a lot of that stuff like right now, actually. Yeah, gold is going up now. It hit the 50. That's why, like, if you look at 47.50, it hit the 50. You did have a reaction off of that 50. So yeah, we are kind of flipping back up, but we do have this bearish candle here. Oh, see, like Xausd's price action is also important. People always ask about like Xauusd, Forex.com. Xauusd is important because you can see this one's kind of like really looking like it's determining that 4-hour closure. I think sells in like 47.60, 47.70 area aren't bad. But you just got to be aware for New York spikes. We could spike to that area a bit higher, 47.75. I still like the 4-hour. I'm still going to keep with what I ran down today, what I looked at. But yeah, if you missed it, was breaking down gold earlier and then kind of talked about some other things. Basically, like market pushed down, retraced, created a lower low. So looking at price right now on gold, it's pretty much like this. This is like the setup I'm looking at. We have pulled back to a key area where we could potentially reject down. And not to mention, there's also like support in that area that the market made. So gold's in a spot right now, pretty much like here, where we could potentially get like a breakdown. So when we go to the chart, you can see here. So let me remove the drawings. You can see previous support here. We broke out. We had that big breakout candle here. That went to the downside. So we're getting that retracement of that, like that broken out area, that previous support. There's some good action in there. So, I mean, breakout, retest basically happening right now for gold potentially today. And yeah, it's still holding. This is why timing's key. Like London can give you a reaction, and now New York's setting up for like potentially the bigger move. Like London dropped, New York could potentially continue or reverse it, but I'm looking for potential continuations. So yeah, support doesn't look bad. Looks like break and retest. Pretty much like market came down from the highs. We made this high here, crazy pump up. We had that huge pump up and then broke down. So yeah, I like the chart. Chart looks clean. It looks like a clean setup. Hopefully it's not that like it looks simple. Sometimes it's these simple, cleanest setups that are complicated ones. Yeah, sometimes it could be setups like this that look like the easiest, simple ones, like break and retest, that might have a little bit of complexity and volatility could come in, wicks. But I like it. This looks good. Market did tap like a key level here, breakout candle. This does look good. I'm already in. If you were on, like I was on earlier, I was on like 3 hours ago, probably now, 4 hours maybe now. Probably like 3-4 hours ago. Yeah, it would have been like 3-4 hours ago, and 7 hours ago. I've been showing up. You see how much time I put on the chart? Boom. It's full-time trading. All that 20 minutes a day shit is bullshit, yo. I haven't met a full-time trader who doesn't put a time to like everyday work. That whole like 20-minute a day thing. Like how good are you gonna get with 20 minutes a day? Like, are you thinking like unless you're just following a very strict, like you can get really good at trading, and then you can go to the 20-minute a day thing. I think you need to get good first. Like me, I do this a lot for my community, the inner circle, like streaming and everything, more signals. If I wanted to put 1 hour, 2 hours a day, I could with how much time I've put into the market and I know what to look for. But I would definitely miss setups too. Like if I wasn't on like London, pre-London, I would miss. If I wasn't on as much, I would miss setups. If I wasn't on as much as I am, I wouldn't be able to spot as many things. So that comes as a double-edged sword there for me as well, because I'm on as much as I am. I can spot more things. So though it's like trading sample sizing. If you've ever learned anything about like sample sizing and orders and stuff, and like just like the law of averages, law of numbers, just like the more you do something, the more you see something, the more it adds up. So it's like for vice versa, like I'll see more setups, which sounds like a good thing, but it can go both ways, right? So that's where like I refine a lot, adapt a lot to how much I'm able to see. Risk management, I put myself in situations where I'm not risking as much. I know like, okay, this doesn't have to be a definite setup, because if you really understand gold, guys, you understand gold is the type of pair that can give you more than one setup in a day. Like if you understand timing and you understand gold, then especially timing to say really important timing. So if you understand timing, market timing with gold, then you understand like gold can give you multiple opportunities in a day, right? So that's where day trading can come hard for some traders, because you might not be aware of that. But gold, like for example, April 20th, I took one trade on gold in the London session. And then like 6 hours later, I took a trade in New York session. Same day, different timing. So when you're looking at your setups, timing is key too. Like the time you're going into, the time your setup's around, or what you're seeing or what just happened is around. So for example, again, on 420, you can see at 2:38 in the morning, that's a little bit before London session starts. So for what I'm seeing at that time, it's good. I can take a trade based on what I see at that time. It's not the only thing I'm probably going to be able to see in the whole day, right? I have to understand that. Whether it wins or loses, I could have another setup maybe later. Maybe I got in that one early. And that same setup still exists later. That's just another way of thinking. So if you really understand gold, because gold doesn't just set up once, or like you can get in and out of moves on gold, right? With the way it moves. It's like the other day, like this is a good example because I sent these as signals. These aren't just like trades that I'm talking about that I took on my own. I actually sent these as signals. So one was in London. The next one was in New York, right? So that whole like 20-minute a day thing is kind of bullshit. Like the whole like 20-minute a day become a trader. I disagree. Like I could find ways to agree with it. That just could be like based on experience, you know, like how good you are, how effective you are at the time, or just going to one time. Like the 20-minute a day thing means you're picking a time and you're going to it and you're just trading that hour. And you're just in 20 minutes, you take a trade in 20 minutes, you're out or you're winning or losing. That's, you kind of like giving yourself more of an expiration. It's like, I'm going to trade the 9:30 a.m. open every day. A lot of people who trade stocks do the 20-minute a day thing, or indices. So I'm going to trade the 9:30 a.m. open. Right? And for like literally I could catch a trade in the first 20-30 minutes. That's kind of where that 20-minute a day thing comes in for, I think, most traders, is a routine thing of schedule, like literally clocking in at a time, making a decision really quickly, and 20 minutes your risk is over. It's like your risk is either over, or you're gauging that risk in 20 minutes or 30 minutes or that first hour. It's like the decision you're making is just risked in 20 minutes, right? Whether there's a stop, like you don't like, that's how some traders trade, right? So that 20-minute a day thing, I think, is kind of bullshit, because like for me to find this trade, that was a clear trade. I'll break it. I can break it down right now. I'll break both of these right now for you guys, and you'll see they're both clear trades. But I would have had to be on the charts to see both of them, you know? Like 20 minutes, like, nah, like I had to pay attention. I had to be patient. I had to wait. I had to watch for my confirmation. Like I had to wait, right? I had to have patience too. Like it was not that 20-minute a day thing. I had to spot the setup. I disagree with that. There's traders that teach that shit nowadays. That's like a big thing. The 20-minute, nah, yeah, I've seen that. Nah, like to each their own. But I could think of ways that you could. Nah, I disagree. I'm trying to find ways to agree, but like just from my experience this week, like gold provides a lot of like. If you're just gonna go to the chart at New York session and take a trade really quickly, then yeah, maybe it's 20 minutes a day. If you're just gonna like, okay, I'm going to New York, taking a quick scalp. That's where it could come into like 20 minutes a day. If it's just scalping quick at a specific time, yeah, and just treating it like a job for that time, and that's it. Everything else outside of that time you don't care about. Then it's like 20 minutes a day. But if you're trying to spot like different setups, that's the thing. Those happen at different times too, and gold can set up at different times. So it's like you can have gold setting up in London, and you can have it setting up in New York, right? So if it's just trying to spot different setups, then I disagree. But if it's like you're planning to go into a time, like your plan is literally, let me go to the market at 8 and trade till 9, and that's it. That could be a plan, like that type of plan around that. Or let me go to the market at 19 and trade for an hour and look for a scalp, 20 minutes. That's it. Try to spot something in that time. You won't spot as many setups as me or like some traders who are able to spread themselves around. You'll be able to. So let's just say I go to the chart every day at Tokyo and I just look for a setup. There's going to be days there's something there, and there's going to be days there's something not there. So it's not that you have to take a trade every day. It's you're looking for what's clear. You're looking to spot something. So like if you're able to spread yourself out around like London Open or Tokyo Open and see what's there, you'll spot more setups just naturally by showing up. Not by trying to trade, but just by showing up. If you go to the chart at 20 every day for 1 hour, from 20 to 21, you might see a setup. Not every day, but you'll see more. And then if you go at this time and this time, like spreading out between sessions, that's how you'll see more setups if you're trying to day trade. Because like really, this is what, 2:38 in the morning and 10:52. Yeah, it's in New York. So if you look at that, that came after the big drop. So the first one, gold dumped and it shifted up, made the high here. And funny enough, I took this trade live on the stream and was pulling back. So that first trade was here. And I took this live and then I sent the signal out. I was actually live streaming when I took this. So I was looking at this shift up and, the market was retracing. But I'll show you where. So this is where it actually, low, high, getting a retracement. So it was on the 5-minute. There's the fake breakout. There's the fake out, and then it goes down, sweeps the low, and then it goes up. There it is. So this was in London session the other day. 1 hour dumped, shifted up. 1 hour candle was rejecting. Inside of that, the 5-minute, once it came closer to London session, like even a bit before London session, the 5-minute went up here and then it wicked down. So it actually started forming some liquidity behavior that I like to see, that I'm very familiar with seeing. So once I saw this, and I took this trade live, you guys can go watch the streams. I took this trade live too. Once I started seeing that, I was like getting in buys, right? But it ended up wicking down to the zone. I called a signal out and it ended up wicking down to the zone. 47.85. 47.75 was where I was trying to enter. It just came in the, it just ended up wicking down to like the first part of the zone. I think it came back to 85 too. Did it? Yeah, it did. So like that was like the first trade I caught was in London. It was timing though where I got it, like around London sessions here, and it started to give me a bit of confirmation before that. So I was in buys here. I took it live on stream. That was in London, this trade here. And even that, if you go back to that stream, I was even like saying what you could do and everything. And this ended up shifting out. And like it was that's like perfect. Like if you know, like that's a perfect like accumulation out inverse. So yeah, like that's timing though. Closer to London, timing can be key for the move. And then next trade was New York session. The market came down to 4,800. Break and retest here. So the funny thing, oddly enough, with this trade, I could have took this trade. I was taking it here, so I was buying gold in New York at like 48.05, 4,800 area. I was in buys. Stop loss was at this low. You can see here how I have some entries at 48.05, 4,800. I have 4,800 marked. I ended up closing those 48.05 entries because I recognized they were a bit early. So in moments, you may even have to recognize that. That's why I make zones, because the zones often react at like the top part, or they'll go to the bottom part then react. That's how I trade. I trade in like zones. Often it's like the top part will react without going to the bottom part, or vice versa. They'll go to the bottom part. So at times I might recognize for myself like the top part of the zone didn't really react as effectively as the bottom part of the zone, especially in the beginning of the trade. So if the market ever gives me an opportunity to get out of that top trade, like those early entries, let's just say you could call them early, or just the entries at the top part of the zone, I'll get out. Right, I'll take a opportunity to get out of those, and that's how you can kind of see where this next screenshot is. I was out of those before then, so even went and just kept my lower entries, the better entries, which you can see $4,800 here. So that was in New York session where I'm getting that next trade loading up. I even took that trade on a live stream, and it was a spicy one. I took it live in front of everyone, and that trade ended up going up. Basically, like, this one was really simple. $4,800 retest, right? I used that this week. I used that $4,800 this week at that area right there. And that was in New York, right? So like if I was on the charts for New York only, I would have seen that. Now, gold's the type of thing that can pay you twice in a day. And if you have a day where it pays you twice, that's a very effective day. Like me, if I have a day where a day like this, where I have two trades that are bang, bang, boom, I'm up. I'm having a good day. I'm making someone's month. Well, probably more than someone's average month. I might be making someone I might have a $10,000 to $20,000 day, right? Some people, that might be someone's year, actually. Shit. So like a day like that's a good day for me. Bang, bang. And that's the thing about gold. That's why I trade gold. That's why I like gold, because it's the type of thing that can give you more than one setup in a day. And when you have a day like that, it's very effective. It makes up for time, right? And this is exactly what I was talking about not long ago. Because you have your days in the week, right? You have your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Imagine me. And most weeks, this is a situation I'm in a lot of weeks. By the time the market is even open for 24 hours, I've already hit 2 trades. By the time the first day's even done in the week. So how do most traders look at that? Like, wow, you have a lot more days to trade and make profit. That's not how us professional traders look at it. We look at it, now we have less days to trade. I don't have to trade as much now. That's how we look at it. Professional traders look at the opposite of how amateurs look at everything. Because most rookie traders, amateur traders, if you have a day like this where you bang, bang, you hit 2 trades in a day and you're up for the week, what are you going to say to yourself? Oh, I still have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to trade, and you're going to start calculating the numbers. Traders at my level don't look at it like that. We don't. Traders who've been trading for 10 years, 11 years, we look at it like I just had 2 trades in one day. That's like 3 days done for the week. I'll trade 1 more day, 2 more days. Like I don't have to trade that much now. Because my time, it's about time. Like if you're going to take 1 trade a day, right? You're going to take 5 trades a week, right? Right? 1 trade a day. If I have a day where, it's that 2 trades, bang, it's 2 days down. I don't need really to trade. Because think about this for a minute. Like, to be profitable in the week, like what is profitability? Most traders look at it like they're 9 to 5. Show up every day and get paid. The market doesn't reward you like that. The market rewards you for execution. Risk to reward, execution, and risk management, right? One trader could have a very profitable Monday and their week's done. And that's their week. A week is not a full week in the market, right? Like showing up every day is good, but when it comes down to making money, like a profitable week isn't clocking in from Monday to Friday like a 9 to 5, right? Profitable week is like how effective or efficient you can be even on the execution, because a profitable week could be Monday and Tuesday and you're done for the week. Because think about it, most traders don't even trade Monday, right? Most traders don't even trade Monday. So if by default, if you have 2 profitable days in the week, that's all you really need for a profitable week, and that's 50% of your week. Because most traders don't even trade Monday. So let's just say by default, you made money Tuesday and you made money Wednesday. Half your week is done, technically speaking, in terms of time, right? In terms of time, right? Half your week's done. If your goal is to day trade, take a trade every day. Like, think about what I'm saying to you. If your goal is to trade every day and take a trade every day, most traders don't even trade Mondays. Most traders don't even trade Fridays, too. It's kind of like a gray day for a lot of traders, Mondays and Fridays, right? So if you're Monday and Tuesday, if by Wednesday, let's just say if by Wednesday you're in profit, you're like ahead of the game. Like you're ahead of the job's like done if you think about time, because it's like Friday. Like, do you have to trade every day to be profitable? No. If you're profitable by Wednesday for your week, like you're pretty good in a way, like in terms of time. Like it's not about, because think about what I said before I went on this rant about a trader like me. If I catch 2 trades in a day, boom, boom, like that, one of those days, that's very effective day for me. It's going to be more than the normal week. Like it makes a lot for my week, right? So I consider that, right? One day you guys will understand the things I'm telling you right now, and you'll look back one day like, damn, this guy was preaching to us and we didn't even know it. One day y'all will understand. Once y'all start having like 10, once you start having like ten to $20,000 days, and like, what is a $10,000 to $20,000 day? That's a breakthrough for some of you guys when you get there, right? But that could be like the person who had their $1,200 payout for the first time, like the breakthrough, the level. So you just need breakthroughs, like those levels of breakthroughs too. One day you guys will understand everything I'm saying. One day, trust me. One day it all makes sense. One day it all makes sense. Hope you guys are getting value. Hope you guys are learning something. Type in the chat if you are. Smash the like button if you are. All right. Come on. I just went on a TED Talk there. Gold's looking all right. Hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully you guys are getting value. Something you guys can take from the session. Just take what you need from the session. Discard the rest. All right? Smash the like button. Drop something in the chat if you guys are getting value. If not, I'm going to go eat. I'm hungry. Actually, I was going to go eat, though. It's a New York session in about an hour. I'll maybe be back in a bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. If you're not, this is my IG. Make sure you guys are following Instagram. If you're not. Gold's still looking good. How's it looking? It's still looking all right. Doesn't look bad to me. This candle still has time. What's going on over here? 1 hour and 33 minutes. We got 1 hour and 33 minutes. We'll really know in 1 hour and 33 minutes or 2 hours and 33 minutes, really. So in the next 2 hours, it's always 2 hours, I swear. It always comes down to 2 hours for me. I'm like, we're gonna see in 2 hours. If anybody comes into my streams, you'll probably fuck. See, 2 hours. See. That's my risk. That's my like time limit. Risk time. Like I give myself the 2 hour threshold when I see certain things. I'm like, all right, 2 hours. I know. Does the camera look good? Is it better? Oh, I'm just in a different. This is we got a streaming room in here, but just in a different room right now. Not at the not at the typical view office. Don't mind the couch. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The fucking cat. Don't mind the couch. It's my, yeah, you should see that there's pink ants everywhere. Don't mind the couch. It's very, masculine. Wish it was, like, green or blue. Add some vibrance in here, I guess. I tell you, I've never seen someone who likes pink as much. There's pink everything in here. You want to see a pink keyboard? There's a pink keyboard in here. So we got a pink keyboard. We got a pink mouse. All right. We got a pink. There's a pink chair. We got a pink chair. Don't worry. We got everything pink in here. Fucking pink. Next one's gonna be blue. 4 hours still looks good. Smash the like button, yo. You guys, I've been getting like 40 likes, 50 likes, 1,200 views, 700 views. I'm like, damn. Damn, yo. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. Even on Instagram, man. 11, like, see, even on the gram, man. Even on the gram. I think when I was fat, people used to. Maybe when I was fat, people used to like me more. Maybe I gained some weight. When I was like 200 pounds. There, yeah. Even on the gram, man. 11 comments, man. It's weak. It is weak. People asking me like, Evan, do you even sleep? I'm like, 11 weak, man. No, sleep's for the weak, bro. But you sleep's for the weak. But you guys be weak out here, yo. Shit. People asking me if I sleep. No, sleep's for the weak, yo. I don't got time to sleep, man. I don't got time to sleep, yo. Sleep's for the weak. Who needs sleep, man? 4 or 5 hours, you're good, yo. I'm a guy, yo. Guys don't need that much sleep either, yo. Girls need more sleep than guys, actually. Girls need like 6 to 8 hours at least, or like 8 hours. Girls need way more sleep than guys. That's one thing. I'm a guy too, so like girls need way more sleep. You gotta know that, gentlemen. All right, you gotta know that, fellas. Camera looks better. All right, solid. We upgraded. We're HD. Yeah, we're looking HD as fuck right now, eh? Look, gold's still looking all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some. So I got some soup, chicken soup, and I got like rotisserie chicken that I cut up and I put it in the soup, and then I got some rice that I throw in the soup too. That's what I'm eating for 7 a.m. Yeah, what am I eating? 7:30 in the morning. Rotisserie chicken, soup, and rice. That's how we do it. Fire. I'm in cells. I've been in cells already. I'm in cells. Like, I could add to this if I wanted to. But I'm just being prepared in case it spikes up. I entered these cells like freaking 3 hours ago. Yeah. I had cells 7 hours ago. I entered 3 hours ago. I'm in cells already. It could still spike up. There's New York session volatility coming, so I'm in cells. Yeah, for breakfast, soup. I'm throwing the rotisserie. I'm cutting the rotisserie chicken up and I'm putting it in the soup, and then rice in the soup. That's it. Breakfast. Bro, if I eat pancakes, toast, and that shit, like Eggo, if I eat waffles for breakfast, I'm gonna pass out. I can't eat that shit. I like that. That's like dessert. Like that's a. I gotta be particular to eat like breakfast food. If I want to pass the fuck out, bacon, eggs, waffles, syrup. That's if I'm trying to put myself in the itis. That's that. I mean, if gold wants to go down sooner than later, it could be one of those. If gold wants to go down sooner than later, because I got a restaurant downstairs. Like I live in a hotel, so I got a restaurant downstairs. I can literally go. Like sometimes I'll go down there and grab bacon, chicken sausage, French toast. Right now they got carrot French toast. Shit's fire. They switch it up. Last time that last season they had some banana French toast. I was like, nah, banana, nah. Right now they got some carrot French toast. That shit's fire, yo. They changed that shit up in the seasons. See, like, that it could be one of those days where I just put myself in a food coma. I need like a $3,000 to $5,000 day to do that, though. That's how I reward myself. It used to be $100 days. Like for those, it used to be $100 days though. It used to be a $100 day. Yeah, let's fucking get it. 500. Like you grow. So there's stages. Fuck, yo, I'm pretty down for French toast, bacon, but nah. It's looking like right now rice. Hey, rice, chicken, and soup for breakfast. What are you guys eating for breakfast? If you eat breakfast, sometimes like breakfast, I don't like breakfast because like I like to be more high energy. Once I start eating those carbs and stuff, like I usually eat like ground beef, salad. I eat ground beef like every day, chicken. I like chicken and ground beef and rice, bro. But once I start eating like hamburgers and chicken wings and shit, chicken tenders, GG. Shawarma. Ground beef, yo. I eat that shit every day. I just used to run. I used to run too much. Now I don't run as much anymore. My metabolism got like super high that like I would just burn everything I would eat. Not as much anymore, but nah, like my metabolism's still high because I was running, bro. I ran for like 8 months straight, 6 months. Like I swear I was running like February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, 7 months. I was running for 7 months. Almost every other day, every day. I ran a lot, so like my metabolism went up like crazy. So I would eat whatever I ate. I would burn. Like I'm still skinny. Like I eat every fucking day. If you were to eat what I, you'd be like, if some of you guys saw what I ate, you'd get pissed off. You'd be like, what the hell? I'm like, where does it go? You'd be pissed off. Like I eat like a 12-year-old. I eat chicken tenders and French fries every day, rice and chicken and potatoes. And I eat normal food, but bro, I literally eat chicken tenders and fries and McDonald's and Wendy's. I don't know where it goes. I'll eat burgers. Last night I ate chicken wings and French fries. Like a bunch. Like last night calamari. So last night I had calamari, chicken wings, French fries, and beef sliders. And a beer. And then like just that was after the chicken tenders and fries though. And the freaking shawarma. It's brutal. I ran too much. That's what happened. Like I ran too much. I was training like I was fucking David Goggins or something. Started training like I was David Goggins for like 7 months straight. Went in like David Goggins mode. Like, and yeah, like look at my shirts. Bro, look at my shirts now. I have like all my drip. I have so much shirts now that are just small. Fucking David Goggins mode. It's really good for other things. So I'll tell you that much. It's having a high stamina. I'll just say that. It comes in handy. Let's just say. Stamina. Pace. I'll leave it at that. That's today's TED Talk, all right? You guys enjoy your morning. Comes in handy. It came in handy. I'll tell you that much. I get down. I get the fuck. Never mind. I don't have that energy today. I want to go eat. I'm not trying to get crazy today. Another day. Maybe if we're at TP. Maybe if this thing dumps. Yeah, never mind. Too tired for that right now. I'm too tired for that shit. Why do I live in a hotel? I live in a hotel residency. Best thing, everything. I don't have to leave the place. There's 3 restaurants downstairs. Everyone knows me here too. There's the people here too. The people that live here, you know. The people that live here too. There's good people that live here. Good connect, like security, everything, amenities. I share the hotel. I live in the Shangri-La. So I live in the Shangri-La. If you know what the Shangri-La is, Shangri-La. Everyone knows where I live, so it's like pretty obvious. Shangri-La. I live in the Shangri-La. So go look up Shangri-La. Alright, and you'll be like, oh shit. The Shangri-La. It's probably the best place I've ever lived. I have everything here. Everything. The Shangri-La. Shangri-La. Bro. And Shangri-La points? Fuck, man. You see how I built up some Shangri-La points. I like one time I had like 700 USD in those, and that was a good bar tab. I built. They reward you for no. It's just like access, community, environment. It's at the level I want it to be at. It's 5-star. The service here. The way they treat you, they open doors for you here. They be opening doors for you. They have great service here. It's a very good place to live. Very it's 5-star amenities. There's everything here. People always ask me, People always ask me that question. Why do you live in a hotel? People ask me that question all the time, and I don't think they know it's a hotel residency. So I don't actually live in the hotel. I live in the residency. Bro, hotel residencies are fire, yo. The service, because you gotta remember, you're part of you're connected to a hotel, so the service here, but there's a different side. The residents live in a whole different side of the hotel, so it's just more secure, blocked off. It's not as I have the hotel right there, so I can go downstairs. At nighttime, anytime I can go downstairs. There's people. There's like people around. Shangri-La. Look up the Shangri-La. Look up Shangri-La, and then you'll be like, oh, that's probably why I see why he lives there. The Shangri-La. I don't like. For me, buildings like if I was to live in a building, like it's a building, right? So it's probably to me best building in the city I live in. Why cells? Did you just jump on the session? Someone's asking why did I take cells? Maybe you just jumped on. Maybe you just jumped on. I'll go over it. I was about to get off. Why cells? Here we go. All right, one more time. All right, one more time. All right. Maybe they're just trolling with me. I'm getting trolled right now. I've explained it like 5 times, but hey, I'll go over it one more. I'll explain it like 6, 7 times. I explained it like 5 times already, so I guess I gotta explain it 6 or 7 more times, Bro, is everything fucking hell? I don't even mean to say that fucking number. Break and retest, market structure. A lot of the stuff I talk about on my YouTube streams when it talks about understanding gold, market direction, so market structure. We're pretty much like in a little downtrend angle here on gold, looking for the break and retest. So gold is doing like a nice break and retest. I think I've drawn this. I think I've done this like 4 times now. But there's also a support here. And the market problem, yeah, I've done this a few times. Right? So we're looking for the break. We're looking for that break and retest down, right? Downtrend, market structure, support, resistance, your technicals. You can see it here. Shangri-La. 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 That's how you're supposed to say it. Shangri-La. No. Shangri-La. 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 I had. Now I'm waking up. Shangri-La. Welcome to the Shangri-La. I'm sorry, bro. I've been up all night, so it's what happens when your brain starts turning nocturnal. Shangri-La. You start saying shit like that. You start going nocturnal. So I'll break and retest. I hope that makes sense. I really hope it does, because I've done it a few. I've been explaining it for like 2 hours now. I've been on for an hour and 53 minutes. I live in the Shangri-La. So yeah, book a stay here one night. Let me know if you ever book a stay. I'll come down, link up. I get like 15 to 20% off, so I can book it for you if you want. Earn your extra points and shit. But hey, book a stay. Well, it's like you're in downtown Toronto. They have ones worldwide. You gotta go to the ones worldwide. Oh, it's just a nice place to live. All right. Angara. Yeah, I'm losing. Yeah, I'm eating nonstop. I'm getting pissed off. My girl's telling me she wants me to gain a bit of weight. And I'm like, I'm like, bro, I'm eating fucking. I just gotta start working out. It's about how I work. It's about how you work out too. Cause bro, I'm telling you, when I was training I've been training it's just running all the time, just high intensive workouts. So now it's just more pump, motion, creatine, bulk foods, burger diet, more just pumping, stationary, not as much movement around. Creatine. Just gotta get back into that burger diet. I gotta get back into the burger diet. Oh yeah, they gotta cut this. Yeah, Shankar. That's funny. Least views, most value. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Someone just said, "I'm about to cry." Where's the cat? Wait. I'm gonna tell. Wait, everyone's. What time is it? I'm gonna cry. I think I'm gonna cry. Least views, most value. I'm gonna cry. Let's pin that message right quick. All right, let's pin that one. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh shit, I could do it. I could do it. That's the crazy thing is I could do it. Fuck. 104. Man. 104. I'm gonna pin that one too, man. That's a pin, right? Fuck. What? Put user in time. Oh wait. Oh, you can only pin one message. Oh. Pin this. Can I pin this? That's the message of the day, folks. Let me tell you, if you only. You could buy. I'm gonna do a call this week with the U-funded owner. So if anybody wants to come on the call and just ask any question, you can ask any question you want. You can ask the hard questions. That's what the call is for. To ask any questions you want. He'll be on. So I'm gonna do a call. We can do the call today. Time zone. What's time? What time is it in Dubai? Oh yeah, Dubai's on a whole different time zone. So we could do it Thursday. We do the call Thursday. Tomorrow. Dubai's gonna be on a whole different time zone. So like you could purchase an account with U-funded. The link should be in the bio of this. You could purchase an account. We're gonna do a call. The COO of the COO, like the owner and U-funded. He'll be on the call, and it'll be just a call with me and him on the call, and I'll go through some things, and he'll go through some things. Just ask any questions. That's what the call is going to be for. If you guys want to ask any questions, that'll be tomorrow then. Yeah, tomorrow. Can't do it today. Tomorrow. Gold. We'll come. I'll come back later. Live trading later. I don't know. It just depends. That's the thing. Like I'm in a trade right now, so it's hard to say if I'm gonna live trade later. Because if this goes down, if this drops, there's really no point to live trade later. Because it's like, what's the setup? You know, this is really the good setup. You know, I don't think we'll see like live trading an hour, 2 hours from now. I think is pointless if this is the setup that's there. Because like the same setup could just still hold too, right? Like live trading later, I don't know. Like, because if this dumps, there's kind of no point really for me to live trade if this thing ends up dumping down. So it really depends. I don't know. I don't really. If this drops, I don't see that. I don't really see like, you know. I don't really see like the next setup right now where we'd be. It'd be maybe. I don't know. Cause like 2 hours from now, like I don't really see like me live trading if this drops. Cause then I'd just be chasing probably the buy. I want to wait to see what the 4 hour does and everything. I really just gonna wait for the 4 hour. If you want to purchase an account with Xauusd, I'll just put the link in the description. Or of this. That's the Xauusd link. Live trading. 2 hours like later today. I don't know. Cause this setup could still hold for New York. Like look at the 4 hour. New York session's loading like really soon. So you see like this could just hold. So it's like live trading later. It would be like I'd probably be trying to look. If I'm live trading later, it's either I'm taking a re-entry. It means like maybe this spiked up and I'm looking for a re-entry on the same setup. If it's still like holding, right? I don't really see another like reason to do live trading. One setup at a time. I don't know. Maybe. Break and retest. That's why a couple people asked. Maybe some of you guys, a couple people asked why sells. To me, it's clear. Should be clear for most people. I think a couple people asked. I saw in the chat why sells. That break and retest again. I noticed a couple people said that. To me, I mean, it's pretty clear for the sells. Dollar. Look at the dollar's candle right now, actually. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. If you guys have any questions, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. If you guys have questions. Stay on for a little bit longer. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. And then I got to pee, bro. It's been 2 hours. I drank this and I drank this. I'll be back. Hold up. Dollar's moving. That's... Yeah, dollar is... Oh, there goes my screen. I'll be back. Give me a couple minutes. I'll stay on for a little bit. If you guys have any questions, type them in the chat right now. I'll answer 3 to 5 questions. I'll answer them quickly. I'll answer one long. Sometimes I can answer a question long though. That's the problem. That's the thing about me. That's not really a problem. I can go deep. Especially if it's a good question. There's no such thing as a wrong question though. Don't be afraid. There's no, such thing as a bad question. right. All right. Bro, name a song you play when you're in profit. Love that. Oh, that's the song. That's the question. There you go. Yeah, you can purchase funded through there. Tomorrow, gonna do a call with the owner. And yeah, like, that call will be recorded. But you can, anytime ask, I mean, when you're on the call, if you come on the call, ask any questions. Probably do it this time. Gold might try to drop today. You can see one more time. I'm gonna go over it one more time. What's the song? What is the song? It's this one. This is a song. Is gold getting ready to break down? Potentially. New York session's loading. We're gonna go over it one more time before I get off today. I'm gonna get off in like a bit. Been streaming now for 2 hours. Answered a couple questions throughout the stream. Gave some wisdom. Smash the like button, yo. We went over a lot of stuff today. Talked about why we live in a hotel. We talked about some people's breakfast, BLT for the morning. We talked about weight loss. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about how some people are losing sleep. Yeah, literally, yeah. But we talked about how a bunch of people losing sleep. And then Poland, yeah. We talked about how people be flipping crazy accounts. We talked about a lot on this stream. Crazy account flips from what? 400, yeah. We talked about crazy account flips from $442 to $13,500. And we know what they did. They bought the dip. That was a buy the dip setup. Like, they bought the dip. Classic buy the dip. If you're wondering how they turned $442 to $13,500 profit, they bought the dip. They bought the dip. Buy the dip strategy. Make sure you guys learn the buy the dip strategy. When I do the next boot camp I do, we're gonna talk about the buy the dip strategy. Okay? We've been on for 2 hours. I'm gonna take a nap in a bit. But next boot camp we do, we're gonna talk about buying the dip. A lot of us got some experience on that. Right now, I'm looking for gold to dip, so I'm not trying to buy. I'm in sells. We got New York session coming up. It does look like the 4 hours trying to flip. It's at 47.50. If it closes bearish underneath 47.50, it's probably gonna go. If it closes bearish underneath 47.50, I would see the next candle dropping. But yeah, break and retest. This candle has 59 minutes left on it. Last candlestick was a shooting star, which is basically a hammer. It's like a hammer candlestick. So what I did right now is I just inverted the scale. So I went on the price and I click invert scale. That just flips the chart upside down. So some of you guys might see this in a bullish sense too. Maybe a bit better, like if we do that. Or even the candle that I'm talking about. That's, like a hammer or a pin bar. We call that a shooting star formation when it's bearish. Even though it's a green body, right? It's a green body. But just because it's green doesn't necessarily mean it's bullish. Because it tells you, right? It tells you something about the market here. It's like this would be the bullish candle of like a hammer, right? That's a hammer bullish. That's a bullish hammer right there. That's what that green candle is essentially, but where it is, because of where it is, right? Like it's at a peak, the market's gone up. It's higher, right? So candles like that can tell you there's a pause or a shift happening. Potential reversal. Ideally, it tells you there's a pause, consolidation, pause, potentially reversal. It's the start, like, because this was going up, this was going up, this was going up, this was going up. It spiked up. Now it's a small body with a wick. So there's a pause there. Potential for a shift over. Potential we get like a shift down. A new low would be great. It just really depends on New York session. If there's like crazy volatility lately in this year, New York sessions have been pretty volatile in general. So if we hold this area, I see gold going down. Dollars pushing right now. You have like bullish movement happening on the DXY right now. If that sustains, yeah, surprise gold. Gold doesn't even have as strong of as like, kind of. Could come in if dollar remains a bit more bullish. Gold could come in with like opposite type of move. Yeah, you do have break and retest like I was explaining before. Basically getting like a break and retest in price. All right. Push down. Pulled back. Push down. Pulling back to that area that we like broke out of. Breakout candle. This is the breakout candle. There's like support there. I haven't said earlier. It's going to take like probably 4 to 8 hours. It's been 2 hours. We've been streaming for 2 hours. So I haven't said earlier. Could take even up to like 4 to 8 hours. If we're actually going to get like a move down, like we're going to see candles, like the bodies close bearish. It's going to take a bit of time. Still, as you can see, like we're 8 o'clock, so New York session opening, like futures market, Forex volume starts to come in the next 30 minutes from now. But then you have 9:30 in the morning, which is like stocks, and the US stock market opens at 9:30 a.m., which is like 90 minutes from now. That's a key relevant time, like where you can get volatility, you get those spikes that can come in. So before I get off, like last thing I'll go over is like, okay, so we have like this breakout. So this breakout candle, that's where we broke out. That's at like 80, 47, 80 there at the top. That's where it really broke out. We almost spiked to there, you can see. We almost got a spike up to there. So we're right where right where that broke out is key area. And we could zoom and see obviously support, because that's like the breakout candle that took us lower. So if gold spikes up to there, I'd probably take another setup. Like if gold does spike to that zone, I'll probably try to react quick and see if it holds. Like there's an area up there too. You can see the breakout candle I was talking about. There's support a little bit before it, right? And then we break out. 47.80, 47.75. Like if we do get spikes up, it's still a part of like the 4 hour. If we do get any spikes up into there, any volatility into there. For now, when you look at gold, like yeah, when you just look at gold from just singular point of view, candlesticks, and without that, that's just further anticipation because I'm not going to be streaming all morning, right? Just in case, like if we do spike up, I probably will take another sell there. Like I'll probably react to it there and just sell. But that doesn't have to happen. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I like to always kind of, give that detail of, okay, potential things that could happen, right? So if it happens, you're not thrown off guard. Because like this could spike up and that could happen and it still could be a sell setup, right? So you're just not thrown off guard with that being said. Right, because it'd still be a part of like that 4 hour area. Yeah. So when you're looking at like just singular, right now you have like this shooting star. You have this 4 hour candle that's trying to flip. So momentum could hold here. So you'd basically have like two areas that could hold. It's either like 4760, 4770 area holds. Or you go near like that breakout. If you get that spike up I was talking about, like 4780. There'll be another zone up there. I don't know. Right now I'm still in shorts. The shorts could be big though. Market could come down to the low. So yeah, you invert the chart, you got a nice, like, look at this break and read. Look at right here. So inverting the chart just flips it upside down. So this would just be the bullish perspective of what we're looking at. We're looking at bearish. So low. So a little trick you can do when you're back testing or studying stuff, or even when you're looking at stuff in real time. So we do have that rejection already. Yeah, this move takes us up to the... Oh, oh, that is long. That's so funny. Short because I'm short. Yeah. This move takes us up to the... Well, it's just down to the high. You'd have to anticipate with New York coming that you could get some like wicks back potentially to maybe even the 60-70 area. Could be a big trade. Yo, it just got hella bright. Just got hella bright up in here. It's got bright. Yeah, look at that. Holy. It's got, the sun is out. Look at the sun. Yeah, it's a nice day. Finally. The sun's coming. So yeah, like oil's pumping. Dollar's bullish at the moment. Currency pairs, GU, what are these doing? A little bit of negative effect. Our euro is breaking a low. What's AU doing? That's important with gold. AU. Yeah, AU. Okay. And NU's high. Yeah, I wouldn't want to buy these right now. These don't look like buys. USD CAD looks more like a buy. Yeah, like USD CAD had a daily bullish candle. USD CAD was bullish close yesterday. USD CAD looks more like a buy. USD Japan consolidating. I gotta throw GBP Japan in here. Maybe I'll go back to GBP Japan. Maybe I'll put more time into GBP Japan. Some people were, I think someone said in the chat earlier something about that. GBP Japan probably went up, no? Maybe a bit. Now it's down, but it went up before. It looks like sells. Yeah, oh wow. Fuck just happened here? Oh wow, GJ. These are I haven't seen one of these setups in a while. Takes me back. Oh, wow. Yeah, GJ. Yen's moving. GU, everything's moving right now. Dollars. Gold's gonna go down. Yo, gold could drop. Yo, this dollar's strong. Gold might try to drop. Let's not jinx it, Evan. Look at that candle on DXY. That's the 4-hour. Gold might. Just saying, gold might try to. What's silver doing? Silver's still chilling too. Silver and gold are just chilling. Shows you those metals, man. Those metals. That's why, like, I don't always correlate metals to currency pairs. Like, if you're gonna like, Euro USD is correlated the most to the dollar. Like, if you're gonna, like, sometimes metals can hold their ground compared to the currency pairs, like correlation with DXY, like Euro USD, DXY, for example. Look at Euro USD's candle, completely opposite of DXY's candle. You would want gold to bring that in. The key right now for gold to bring in that sell that the dollar has right now, this candle, is the dollar to stay like this. The dollar not to wick back quickly. Because dollar's impulsive right now. As you can see, it's strong. The key is, like, the dollar not even to go up more a lot. It's just to hold itself, hold its ground, not wick back, maintain, right? Keep itself like this. And you could randomly see gold just maybe coming with like a drop, big drop. Now, if dollar keeps going, then gold would bring that in too, like more. So yeah, like dollar looks interesting. Like you'd look at the dollar in a typical time like this. It's maybe a little too early. That tells you gold could try to wick around still. It could still try to wick up. Good sign. This is a good sign. Like, something like this makes me want, like, I'd still want to hold my trade longer. Even though it's in profit, it's in good profit. Decent at the moment. It's all right. I got to get it to at least 95. Now, you could see that shooting star here, even on here. You could see this candle, 4-hour down. This one's kind of just wicking, right? Time zones, different time zones. Time zones are huge. It's going with like the dollar movement. See what silver's doing right now? See how like silver's like wicking back more? So I mean, you could still even get like wicks back before a solidified move. Yeah, dollar just needs to stay like solidified, and oil's trying to pump. It's at like $90. Euro USD is the pair that will correlate with these movements, like these impulsive movements, like every movement the most. GJ, GBP Japan, low, broke down, came back into that. That candle's pretty crazy. 4-hour just dumped. It could try to retest, pull back, continue down. GJ, GBP Japan, USD CAD. What's this do? Like the daily USD CAD looks clean, and that's not that. Yeah, like this area is forming a low now. Like daily USD CAD looks clean because it took out these highs. It took out this high. Yeah, so daily here looks pretty clean on USD CAD. You can see this high got taken out. These highs taken out. And if dollar stays bullish, you could potentially see UCAD go up. If dollar stays bullish, I just see it bounce up, recover, even try to go back to the high, hold some of this. You'd have to watch like smaller time frame. Yeah, like it's starting to accumulate a bit. Like this would need to go like a bit long. Like look what's happening here. So this could go up, make a higher high. It'd probably come back. Oh yeah, like this is a steady downtrend, and now look, it's starting to go sideways. So it could be trying to form a reversal in here, break out of that, retest it, continue. Dollar is strong right now. If dollar keeps going up, that's a possibility for USD CAD because it is starting to go sideways. So if it like forms a range, breaks out, could try to retest it. GBP Japan looked interesting. Interesting chart because look at the 4 hour on GBP Japan. It just broke down. Huge candle in the 4 hour, just engulfing the last 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 candlesticks, almost 6 candlesticks. And came back to this like distribution area. You can see how price accumulated up here. Broke down, made this low. Interesting chart because it could pull back and try to retest, like stay underneath that 2 hour. Even the 1 hour looks good. Like it could try to pull back, retest that. Gold could go down. Like I've been saying for the last, why do you guys think I've been streaming a lot? I've been keeping up with this. Look how much I've been streaming. 7 hours ago, 3 hours ago, and we're live right now. That gold, looking at that dollar candle, it's a pretty fat candle right now, pretty strong. Ooh. Might have a runner, folks. Might have a runner. Might have a runner today. We'll see. Is there news today? Red folder? Is there red folder news? I didn't even look, bro. So sometimes I don't look at the news. I just focus on the setup, honestly. If there's no red folder news, that's like beautiful. Crude oil inventories. Oh my Lanta. I hope some of you guys are in sells because I had to attempt this sell twice. This is the second attempt. I haven't mentioned in the inner circle chat. Like I said, I got. Hey man. That's why I've been streaming coming on here. I've said I'm in sells on gold. Still the zone. Like I got stopped out. The first sell I took. It is what it is. Make it all back in one trade. Make it all back. I lost $960 on that trade. This one's up almost $2,000, $1,900. Four hour. It did wake up. Remember, if anybody's been on since I got on, like a lot of things I've said have happened. When the 4 hour candle opened, I said it could wick up to like 60. I even said like 61, 62. Like halfway through it. Patience. This just shows you patience though, because even when I got on, I said it's gonna take like 4 to 8 hours, and we'll know like if this is like we got our setup, or we'll really know. And I've been streaming for 2 hours and 28 minutes. Could dump. Gold might dump today. Dollar. There's no red folder news today. I'm looking at Forex Factory right now. There is no red folder news. So no timely volatility gets in the way. You guys know the only thing that could get in the way of a trade setup like this. His name is I think we all know. There might be one thing that might be one thing that could get in the way of fucking a trade that you're in these days in 2025 and 2026. It's one thing I could think of. On a day where there's no red folder news events, there's one thing that could get in the way. One thing. It's either big trade or at this point, like this is where risk, like this is where a stop loss does not have to become an infinite thing. This is where risk can get reduced. It's like, okay, I'll only risk like because my stop loss is here, right? In case it spiked up or something. But like at a point where you're in a trade, it's like, okay, I can reduce my risk to what I was originally like. Let's say I was willing to risk this. Like a stop loss doesn't have to be infinite. It's like I could put my stop loss here now. And if that stop loss gets hit, I'm fine. It could still be a part of like let me look for that re-entry. It's like a break-even trade for me, or secure some profit, right? Put it in partials, right? But at this point, it's like I don't have to. The stop loss doesn't have to be infinite for me. It doesn't have to be a concrete thing that has to stay in place, right? It's like I could move it to smaller. If I'm willing to take an L on that, it's like if I'm willing to take an L there to say, okay, if it goes there, because for me, in my experience, like I'm just talking from experience right now of over 10 years of trading, well over 60, 70,000 hours on the chart. We don't like a lot of like lots of times being in situations like this. It's like a stop loss doesn't have to be an infinite thing. End of line. It's like if I'm willing to take an L here and have that as my stop loss and say, oh, that invalidates the trade, I could put my stop loss here and say, okay, if it gets hit, it's not the end of the world. Because originally my stop loss is going to be here, right? Originally it's like here. That's where the stop loss should go, right? So it's like, for me, and this is just my psychology on trading, how I trade, right? For me, it's like, I'd rather that stop loss get hit than that, realistically, or look for another trade. Smaller stop loss. Less risk. Like, I'm not, because now minus 400 versus the minus like 2,300. So I could do another I could risk 1,000 on the next trade, right? Like I'm like, because what's 1% of this account? Or what's 2% of this account? What's 1 to 2% of this account? All right, we gotta do the math. 1%. Look at the balance, just 1%. I don't have to risk 1% every trade to position myself in a 1% position, if that makes sense. Like, let's say I wanted to risk 1%. That's not even 1%. 2,600. That's not even 1%. I could put myself in a position where like 1% is there in a sense of like, okay, this is the lot size, stop loss there. Not that I have to risk that, right? In the sense of it makes more sense for me, and this might sound bad, to take that L and go for a re-entry than let that full stop loss get hit. Because regardless, if that were to get hit, right, then there could be a re-entry and I could use the same stop loss, right? If that makes sense. So that's psychology, because psychology and risk management go hand in hand too, like together. Because like then I'm not like $2,800. Then I'm just $400, or maybe I'm risking $1,400 total, 0.5%. Some things to think about. Take what you need from what I just said. Discard the rest. Right? Take what you need if you understand. That's my brain speaking to you guys on a 8:25 in the morning. All right. Watch the 4 hour. 4 hours still dipping around. Dollar just kind of went down a bit. 4 hours still looks fine to me. So yeah, like I'm in sells. Been in sells since like London. These days headlines, Trump says something about this, US Iran, like he tweets. That's the thing. Like these days, the one thing that can get in the way of like your trades, Because gold is very sensitive to these types of headlines, these geopolitical tensions and stuff. Gold is very sensitive to that, very reactive to it. It can be impulsive, it can be explosive, it can be extreme. Extreme is when price is dumping really, 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 really fast, right? Impulsive is, extreme impulsive, same thing. Like, they both have that characteristic to it, but like, when there's demand in the market, tweets, geopolitical tweets, tension, that it can create that demand, and demand can create those impulsive spikes. Because like the market reacts to these geopolitical things. So yeah, like when you have something geopolitical said or happen, that can create that influx of demand quickly, which can be impulsive. You can get that impulsive type price behavior. Oh, Trump could say something about U.S. Iran or this or things could escalate, and that's the type of things that's just like you get those random erratic prices. If things escalate, missile goes off. USA strikes this. More of what we've seen. Those are the types of impulsive things that create like geopolitical tension. Markets react to that. I mean, Trump, he talks a lot. Okay. Like even this stuff, that type of headline, like let's say 2 years ago, because there's right now there's a war and the headlines are. So if this was like a random thing, let's just say that like this was a random thing that just came out, you would see gold explode. So we have like these things that are fragile to gold and how gold reacts to it happening every day. So it's kind of just digesting it differently. Like, let's say let's just even say 7 months ago, if this happened, like gold would have spiked up in the moment. 21 minutes ago, President Trump reportedly believes he has done all he can militarily, okay, and wants to exit the war with Iran. GC warns of cutting underwater cables connecting Gulf states. That's not good. The underwater cables out there, yeah, they have those underwater cables out there that run through in the ocean that provide electricity, connectivity, and it's a wide percentage of global percentage actually. Those underwater cables. That's interesting. That's dangerous. You wouldn't want that to happen because the global connectivity on those underwater cables that I guess Iran has access to, could have access to, or is willing to. That's been threatened. That's been threatened multiple times already. That's not the first time that's been threatened. That would be bad. You wouldn't want that. That would be really, really bad. Like if you wanted to talk about worst case scenarios and getting even worse, that's one of them right there. Those underwater cables. That's not good. There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of worst case scenarios with this thing actually. What Trump wants to back down? Reportedly believes he has done all he can militarily. Iran's been preparing for this war for a long time. They're not backing down. U.S. officials say, oh, this is interesting here, 2 minutes ago. Complete split between negotiators and military, with neither side able to reach the supreme leader. That's not good. Doesn't sound like things are under control there. Doesn't sound like things are under control or between negotiators and military negotiators between both sides. They're completely split. No deal, no negotiation. So on everything, negotiations. That just doesn't sound. That just sounds. Yeah. 11 hours ago. RGC says already. Iran is collapsing financially. Well, with this Strait of Hormuz situation, I mean, the tolls. This Strait of Hormuz situation could be very profitable for Iran if they charge a toll on the voyages for these ships passing through voyages. Man, so like it's interesting, but yeah, like it's like financially, this war has been affected a lot of people. Trump's over here saying, like France, even France is out like there's countries out billions and billions and billions of dollars because this war. France is even one of them that was affected. Dollar, look at that candle still on the dollar. That gold, gold should drop. Gold should drop. That's a strong dollar. What does it sound like, boys? Is the war ending? Dropping the video soon. Probably in this next week. One day we're gonna make the Rolls Royce pink interior. For now, the orange is fire. Gotta. One day we're gonna make it like pink or probably blue. That's some cool shit. Sleep is overrated for the week. Yeah, Trump tweets. What do I think about Bitcoin? BRICS, anti-Trump organization. What do you think they'll say? Oh, yeah, I mean, they say everything. Like, they're anti-Trump. They just talk about everything. They talk about everything. Trump, they just bring news. So, yeah, like anti-Trump, this, that. I follow BRICS News and other headlines, so I just merge everything together. So I follow BRICS News, I follow other headlines, so they just merge it all together. And I just merge it all together, like... they just keep up to date with, like, things that are said on both sides. And some of the facts. Like, you get some quick facts. I have both here. I follow a few pages like that. That's just reportedly too. Like it said reportedly. Who knows where it's reportedly? So I don't even know. It's reportedly. Some things come out like Wall Street Journal. So who knows where that's reportedly from. War is typically good for U.S. in the long run. Like American wars, usually war dollar goes up. That's why gold, like war, like actual war taking on. Usually it's dollars. You see like you'll see waves of strength on the dollar. Gold 47.50. If it closes bearish under 47.50, then yeah, it's gonna go down. I think. Everything still remains the same for me. Like, people ask if my signal, like, I'm in this cell. So I've been streaming. I've been trying to keep up with this. Update everyone. 7 hours ago, 3 hours ago. I've been trying to, like, keep everybody updated. So, no, like, because I'm like, yo, if this cell happens, like, 9 hours ago now, 4 hours ago. So I've been just trying to, like, keep everyone updated. Because I literally entered this what was it? So 4 hours ago? Like, realistically, I don't want it to spike back up. It's debatable. Like, I don't know. It depends on how price looks, how it feels, looks at the time. But honestly, gold could shoot down because look at the dollar's candle right now. It's strong. We got oil pumping. Strait of Hormuz situation going on. U.S. might escalate, take things in. Yeah, militarily, I don't think U.S. has done everything military. Like, yeah, that part too. Like, yeah, maybe not that militarily. Nah, I don't think they've gone in as hard as they can. They probably haven't got like, nah, that part no. The negotiation and all that shit. This is that, this, that, the demands, everything. Militarily, USA, have they done everything? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think they want to do that yet. I think they're trying to be like they're playing. Trump said he's playing nice. He seems crazy, chaotic, and everything, but he probably. He might thrive off of chaos. You might see him thrive. The guy thrives off of chaos. And gold's 47. Gold's giving bearish pressure right now with that dollar candle. That's a dollar just came in. Dollar just came in hot. The last 4 hour. And AU, Euro. What's silver doing? Silver's hanging down too. Some hanging fruit here. Rejected. Yeah, like silver. Silver even has that shooting star formation I was talking about earlier. If anybody remembers the shooting star. Oh, that's like classic break and retest. Ooh, breakout candle, breakout candle. Yeah, even silver. Look at silver. That's silver. I guess today's a 3-hour stream. Three-hour stream, pretty much locked. Yeah, we locked in today, yo. We locked in today. Look at silver, break and retest. So it still shows you the angle these things could be going at, especially that dollar candle. Look at the DXY candle right now. The DXY right now is strong. Break and retest. I've been trading break and retest since I can remember. Simple stuff. Silver chart looks pretty clean. What time is it? 8:40? Where are we at? We're at... Yeah, even silver. Shooting star. Invert the chart. Invert scale. Nice little trick. Nice little trick you can do. Like, if you're looking at silver, obviously the cells are clear, but... Hey, nice little trick. I've been doing this for a while. Alright, invert the scale. Just flips the chart upside down. So you might see it differently. Like I said, like a green candlestick doesn't signify... Like, depending on where the candlestick is, the body, the shape, the wick. Green doesn't have to signify bullish. You have a green candle here. But you have that long wick, small body. shooting star. So depending on where the candle is, like green doesn't always signify completely bullish. Like see this candle up here, how it's green body, but there's a wick. Like it went down after, right? You know, doesn't necessarily mean it was a bullish candle in that case. Like it's kind of just in simple terms what I mean. Like up here, you have this small candle that I'm circling right now. It's a very small body. It's smaller than the body before it. So what candles like that indicate is more of a pause or a consolidation. Or this you can see here. Green candlestick, long wick. So like when you're looking at this candle on gold here, you have, again, that long wick there. Green body, smaller green body there. Right? It's about kind of like where the candle is, even like what it did. Like you can see that's a really long wick there on this one. This one has like a long wick. Might have taken out a high. Maybe it took out a previous high. Yeah, there. It did take out a previous high. Maybe even another one. Maybe. So green is okay. Like that one right there. Green candle, small body. Long wick. Sells are working. Sells are working. Where could the market go at the most? The low. Oh yeah, look at the 4-hour dollar. That, see how the DXY is pumping right now? DXY has been going up more. Gold is starting to bring that in now. It's sustaining itself. It's keeping it. That's good. Gold is gonna bring that in more. Like gold should bring that in more. It might come randomly. What time is it? It could come between now and like 10 a.m. the next hour. I think we'll bring it. I think it'll bring that move in. I mean, there's some confirmation with the dollar. If we look at DXY daily. Oh, I said this earlier, yo. 7 hours ago. 9 hours ago. The daily. Look at it. I said it. It held. The daily held. Gold needs to dump, yo. Gold's got to dump, yo. The daily held. Everything I said earlier, that daily. It literally wicked down. Held. Gold's got to give us the dump. Dollar has a strong candle. Usually when you get a candle like this, you will you'll have gold dump, like usually, yeah. You might ask, like, why isn't it doing it then? Well, sometimes it doesn't always, like, the correlation catches up. Like, it's not always instant like a Euro USD. It's not always instant with gold. Well, you could see sometimes a later effect. But usually when the dollar moves like this, strong impulsive movement, usually gold will bring in that negative correlation. But like if you look at like dollar here, it started going up, going up, going up, going up, and then it really broke out. So dollar was going up, gold started going down with it. Look at like this bounce here. There was a bounce on the dollar. That was the high gold made. Daily dollar. Yeah, like look at the daily. I talked about this 9 hours ago, and I've streamed a few times today, guys. 9 hours ago, 4 hours ago now. I don't know how many hours I've streamed today, but one of them was like a quick update. Literally, quick stream, 36 minutes. I did a quickest stream I've ever done just to update you guys on gold analysis for really quickly. Like, this is a 30-minute. I even said when I got on, I'm like, guys, quick update on gold. All right, I'm looking for sells on gold tonight. That zone didn't work, but this is why I jumped on again. This is why I came back on. But I talked about everything on here. Like I talked about like everything that I was looking for, like where gold was at, pre-planning, and then I jump back on again. So if this sell seems random, I've been trying to give the clues and the hints of I've tried to take. I even said in the inner circle chat, like, I was keeping up with it. I kept watching it. I was like, I got stopped out. I said, I'm still looking for sells. Still watching for those sells. And then I even said I'm in sells. Like this, I've been keeping up with this, all right? Didn't give up. No, it's just, it didn't give up. It's just, I don't want to say persistence. It's just like, if you're using risk management, because how many of you guys, like, I've been trading for 10 years, so the amount of times I've taken a trade, got stopped out, seen the market go my direction, more than I can count. So like risk management puts you kind of in those positions, or even a little bit of persistence with strategy. If you go back, like, yeah, the session I did, that got to be the quickest stream I've ever done, 36 minutes. That's got to be the quickest one I've ever done. Oh, this 4 hours is about to close in 12 minutes. So in 12 minutes, you got the 4 hour closing. So what could the next 4 hour do? Drop, but again, same thing. It could try to wick up. That's what I was describing with this candle. So see this? See how this wicked up first and now it's going down? So that's how this is looking here on a Wanda. So still showing, like, I like to look at both because this is showing, because this has like an hour left, right? So this is still showing it could drop. Yeah, we might free fall today. New low. Maybe I shouldn't put a TP, because if we make it, this could try to make a new low. That would be crazy. That would be like a $12,000 trade for me, I think. New low. New low would be 10K trade. Yeah, like, look how this is reacting. I'm targeting like the low, near the low. That could almost be like a $10,000 trade. Like if it touches the low, like comes to the low, that's a 10,000, like right at the low. Almost a 10K trade. This could be a decent trade. That's what I mean. Not every trade needs to be a big trade. Like if you guys have been actually following me the last like couple weeks, I've been taking a lot of live trades in front of you guys, and I've shown you guys like small L's, this and that, and small profits, some 400, like some 800, not huge home runs. Like that will come, like where you can get set up for something that could really go will always come. You don't always got to go for home runs. This could lower low, potentially it could make a lower low because you're looking at structure here, right? So when you look at the market structure here, right, you have the high, right? You created a lower low, lower high, right? So this could go into the low or potentially even a lower low. Realistically, if you look at the chart, it's possible. I think someone said that in the chat. I'm just reading what someone said in the chat earlier. See something from earlier. Yeah, like it's very possible to go into a lower low because, again, look at structure behind you. I mean, you could go for like the minimal move that's likely to happen, which is going like closer to the low. But yeah, like based on structure behind you, you can start to use something called measured movements, and you can measure this movement down, and you can measure the second movement down, and then you could take that and say, okay, that's, then you could average them and basically maybe make them a bit, like average them. So when you're looking at the structure, because it's like if you have move one, so 1, 1, 2, down to 3. These are equal moves, measured moves. So that third move down could be equal to the previous moves behind, right? We call this measured movements, okay? So measured movements would look like this, where if we're looking at the structure right now, we could take this first swing down, clone that, take it to the next swing down. You could see they're equal. You can see these two are pretty equal. So if we wanted to know as far, or you could use even Fibonacci extensions. We could use something called extensions, right? Measuring the previous move behind you or the previous move behind you, measuring those moves, you can forecast where this could potentially go at the most. That's measured movements, all right? Waves and wave theory. When you look at wave theory and how things happen in waves, you can have those types of measured movements when you're forecasting even on a chart, okay? So that's why I set up like this angles itself in a way to go for a bigger target. It's not like swing trading and looking for a lot of like big moves, home runs. It's really about how the position the market puts you in, because you can measure these moves behind you and say, okay, this actually puts me in that position to aim for that target without the headache of actually so much risk. Like if you actually really look at how much I'm risking on this, it's not really a lot, right? All right. It's not even 1% of the account. Good setup. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm about to be a bad bitch on there. No. I'm going to be posting some cool stuff. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you're not following me yet. Show some love, yo. Show some love. I'm breaking down the charts every day for you guys live in action. Gold was good. Sells. Where could you like you don't have to aim for home runs. You could aim for a minimal target. Like this could go like it just hit 40, like 47.30, and that would even be a good trade. Obviously, like the bigger wave could be lower low. We're going to see where this one gets. We're floating. 4-hour rejected. We'll see where this one gets today. I'm going to wrap it up, though. That's it for me today, guys. 3-hour stream. Hope you guys got value, the ones that were here for a while. We talked about a lot of stuff on this 3 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Wait, did someone say Donaldo? That was funny. I was thinking the same thing, Jacob Thomas. Least views, most value. I pinned that one, yo. Someone said I got the least views, most value. Hey, man. We don't need everybody to know this stuff, because if everybody knows it, then the markets will catch on. I don't know. Swing. Yeah, I'm going to be like some of you guys that swing yourselves. Don't worry, I see it in the chats. Unfortunately, I don't see Warrior ending soon. Yeah, man. Who knows? See, man. Donaldo. That's Donaldo. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people I talk to don't see it. Like, yeah, what's this? Iran's under vision. Oh, well. Oh, damn. Owned by Geneva-based. Oh, shit. Oh, Wall Street Journal. Yeah, Wall Street Journal. That's like good to get reports from. Yeah, oil and dollar rising. You got a good point there. 91. Yeah, dollars. Look at this candle on DXY. Gold. I might have to swing this one because look at even what Thomas said in the chat about oil and dollar. Like, that's just the correlation right now. We're getting that war correlation, yo. We're getting that dollar oil up, gold maybe down. We're getting that war correlation, yo. Most of the time it's gold up. In wars, like in conflicts, geopolitical, most of the time, like a lot of times it's gold up, but right now it's $1 and $1's pumping, oil pumping, gold's going down. When oil's strong, dollar's strong. That's more like you can get some gold setups there for sells with that. It might be a good day, yo. It might be if anybody was on at the beginning, it might be French toast, waffles, bacon, freaking chicken, everything, you know, chicken, my fried chicken. Might be one of those days. Food coma day. Might be a food coma day. When I have like really good days or decent, like good days, fat days, I indulge. I say I earned it. It's like I earned it. If I have a bad day or if I broke my rules, I didn't earn it. Didn't earn it. You gotta reward yourself, all right? You gotta reward yourself. If you broke your rules, you can't have freaking. Can't be eating filet mignon and mashed potatoes. You know, you gotta. Can't be eating that awahi. You can't be eating that virgin wagyu awahi steak from Japan if you're breaking your rules. You can't be having awahi wagyu. You can't be having that shit if you're breaking your rules. You gotta have like water and ice cubes. All right. Reward yourself. If you break your rules, you gotta live like African diet or something. Like, you can't eat. If you break your rules, you're not allowed going out. You're not allowed talking to any bitches or dudes if you're a girl. If you break your rules, you're not allowed doing shit, all right? You gotta stay locked in. Break your rules. So that's your new rule, all right? That's your guys' new rule. It's raw. If you break your rules, it's ramen noodles, basically. If you don't, if you have a good day, then hey. But y'all, I'm out. I'm actually out now. I'd love to stay here for another 3 hours, but I mean, it's doing good. I mean, we're doing good so far. We just need to come to the low. It's pretty good. We're doing good so far. I'm literally like burning calories right now, just talking, using my brain. Need food. Need food. I don't like eat. I'm not gonna eat and stream. But when I eat, yo. You guys don't want to see me eat. I don't want to eat. I don't want to be like. That'd be annoying. I would hate to watch someone eating while they fucking stream. Be like, what are you doing, bro? Put the fucking food away. Shit's noisy. Bro. Water. I feel like SpongeBob right now. I feel like SpongeBob. What's going on? Met with force. Yeah, oil's moving, I think. 91. Yeah, oil's moving. Shit. Tells you something. Oil's trying to go back up. Tells you something. U.S. blockade, probably that U.S. blockade gonna take over, and they're gonna go in with force. Yeah, this thing's not in. Someone said it in the chat. I don't see this, unfortunately. Yeah, oil's moving already on 91, almost 91, almost hit 92 today. It already on market open spiked up, but just for the day. Oof, gold's gonna drop. Yeah. So I stuck with it. Like I stuck with it. I was like, I streamed. Fuck, bro. Like, don't tell me I didn't try it, man. Don't tell me I didn't try to get you guys the info today. Don't tell me I didn't try. I tried to get you guys the info. All right. Don't tell me I didn't. 9 hours ago, 5 hours ago, I tried, man. I even entered the cells on the on the streams too. Try like I got like oil pump, keep oil pump. We're looking good. Next thing you know, I'm on for another 6 hours. 5 hours later. That's why I feel like SpongeBob. Crazy. It's not crazy yet. It'll be crazy if we make a lower low. If we make a lower low, that's good. Risking 2,000. Like my max risk, like I had my stop loss 2,600 max. That'd be, if we make a lower low, then it's crazy. I don't know if I'll be in till then. Like 4,700 could be like maximum target. I don't know if I'll be fully in. I gotta see how this goes. See how the morning goes. Swing it like you mean it. Are we turning into swingers? Maybe 2 trades a week type of thing. Less can be more. More is more. More wins. More trades, more wins, more losses too. More is more, all right? Less can be more. But I had to attempt this trade twice, though. So like setups like this come. This was a pretty clear setup. I broke it down on the last couple of streams. If you missed it. But I'm out. I'll see everybody next stream. Peace, peace, peace. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you tune in later. Or tonight. I'll be live later.